were going live this early, did you? Yeah. I don't care. I'm here. Oh, what's up, Green Man? I got Biscuit Badger here. I gotta put the Green Man up here. There he is. Joey Westside's not even here. We're way fucking early for this game. We're gonna talk about football either way. What do you think?
I think there's a lot to talk about the world of football today in Europe, from Italy to England to Scotland. Loads of great results, Tommy.
It's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good games on tomorrow too. I get a little Mainz action on the German
Manchester
front.
United and Arsenal tomorrow, big game in the league.
We got Champions League during the week next week. Like so many games to choose from. It's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. I'm all for it.
And do you know what? I think it's gonna be a wild week of football, man, and that's what we're here to see, isn't it, man? Hopefully there's some mad results as well.
I know. Well, you got to be happy today after your showing. I mean, I wasn't blowing smoke up your ass. I thought Celtic was as impressive as teams that I've seen. I'm talking Paris. I'm talking Bayern. I'm talking Barca, and you guys looked as sharp or as good as them. Now, look, I don't know as much as you guys. I don't know how that's going to add up when you're playing Real Madrid later in the week. But you definitely you pass with a purpose and this idea. I don't know if you can do it. Like you just never stop. I felt it. I felt like it's like no.
Can I send you a clip? Okay. This was when the Celtic manager came in his first training session. Okay.
Yeah.
And you from this one clip you understand. Okay. I mean, if you want, you can play it on screen because it's not you can play it in stream.
Okay? I'll take a look at it. Just send it to me.
Right,
you gotta send it to me here. Don't send it to me on fucking whatever you call it.
I'll try to find the minute, and what I'll do is I'll try to find the minute in the video where he says it.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff.
So a lot of good stuff. Yeah, Celtic, brilliant today, man. We don't stop, you're right, Tommy, and that's the motto of Celtic. And if we take that attitude into Real Madrid, certainly most, we're going to give them a game. And I don't think we're going to sit back and defend. I think, as you say, we won't stop. We'll be going at them for 90 minutes.
Yeah, it really felt like you just had a pressure. Now, in fairness, Rangers play was.
Here you go, Tommy. We'll just watch this clip. It's right from the start, okay? It's literally he starts with it, right? You can actually put it in stream. This is the Celtic manager, Ange Postecoglou. But after you play this, I'll do my thoughts to him. But play this in stream. I think this is indicative of what you're talking about.
Oh, he's just talking? I think we can do this, sure.
Yeah, we can press.
Why not? By the way, before we start this, yeah, we could definitely play this. Before we start, we're doing... Metro Stars, right from New York, versus Philly, who's the top of the league. We're doing that in about an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, that ought to be fun too. So stick around.
Morning, Lee. How are you? Aaron?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, man. Hey, Robert. Hey, Kerr. Morning. Hey, Walshy. Good morning. Good morning, mate.
I think it'd be more intense. You know what I mean?
Good. 1 second.
Yeah. Everyone here?
Yeah.
Ball speed's very important for us. Ball speed's number one. Even when we're keeping possession, I want the ball to move slowly. What does that mean? When we pass it with purpose.
I saw that today. But really, I saw that pass with purpose. I mean, it's it sounds like something the coach would say, but I literally saw that out of them today.
Need movement, so the next pass is always available. And not too many touches on the ball. 1 or 2 touches, we move it. We move together as a team. Once we get to the front third, then we've got to be super sharp, super efficient. Goes wide, early cross, attack the box, score our goals.
Who is this gentleman and where is he from?
Ange Postecoglou, he's from Australia. He's not a new coach. He's been a coach for about 20 years now, and he's had these up and downs in his career. It's really written off. Celtic fan, everybody in Scotland knows a story, especially Celtic fans now. I don't think people outside of Scotland know how special this guy is.
So he's Australian too. Australian football. That's almost as weird as having an American.
Listen to his story, Tommy. He was in Australia, and he managed a team in Australia locally, and they won the Australian National Championships, right? This was back when Australia was semi-pro, before the current league in Australia is the professional league, right? So he started off semi-pro, right? And then he got a job managing the Australian national youth team, and he was semi-pro. There's also a very famous interview we can watch on YouTube of him in his role, and he's like a young man at this time. And he basically lost the Youth World Cup, and he's about to get fired, and he has a hit job interview on Australian TV where the TV presenter asks him to leave the job live on national television.
Really?
Okay.
You get that clip for me? I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I'll send you it, man. It's crazy.
I would love it. I would absolutely love to see that clip.
Right. Yeah. We'll find that, right? And so Ange, that's happened. So he loses that job, and then his reputation's destroyed in Australia, right? Gone. And then, he starts working as a pundit. So he gave up being a football manager, started working as a pundit, doing some coaching for like kids locally, right? Okay. And he's still in his 40s at this point, right? And he got a job in the new professional Australian team with the worst team in the league. And then they went on to win the championship with the best record ever, with the most goals ever scored within the championship in the league. Okay? They've done it back to back. And they're hailed as the best Australian team ever.
Why is this fucking... Oh, God. Hold on. I hate to play it. I want to know why this chat has been disabled in the stream. Are we even live? What the fuck is going on here? Hold on a second.
That's fine. We'll wait.
No. I just like... Made for kids. Oh, fuck. We have to fucking restart the stream. I must have clicked the wrong
restart
button.
The stream.
Yeah.
Guys. Well, we'll get back and we'll restart it.
We gotta start the stream.
I think we could retitle it.
No, not Made for Kids. Hold on, I think I switch it now. Oh no, this was not Made for Kids. I clicked on the wrong button here.
Oh.
Fucking shit.
That's all it feels.
No, we should be good right now. Like, no one's ever gonna find the stream now. But we should be good. That's crazy.
Should we restart?
No, I think we're good. Okay. No, keep going. Tell me the story of what's the manager's name again?
Ange Postecoglou. He's a Greek Australian. Okay.
A Greek Australian.
No, he actually had managed a team in Australia. It's like Celtic, the version of Greek version of Celtic. It was founded by Greek immigrants and all that.
No kidding.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's how you get Celtic as well from that point of view. So basically, at this point, after his career is dismantled, he's written off. He gets a job with the new worst team in the new professional league in Australia, and they go on to win the championship with the most points ever. And they're considered the best Australian team ever by playing an attacking brand of football under his philosophy. Okay, and then he got to move to the biggest team. He got to move to the biggest team in Australia and won league with them. Australia. Okay. And after that, he got made the Australia manager. He's actually managed at a World Cup. A lot of people don't know this.
And back in he was a
2014. He managed the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Australia, and he actually did really well. He nearly beat Spain and Chile and the Netherlands with Australia. They had a leader, and they were praised in the World Cup for playing their attacking football. And after that, he earned a move to Japan. They won the league in Japan, doing the same thing. For a team that wasn't considered to be the best team in Japan either.
Oh, Jesus,
they hadn't won the league in the last 25 years.
He might move beyond Celtic one day. That's what it sounds like.
Possibly, I think he'll move to Man City because he's got connections with Man City through his agents.
Okay.
And he's actually trained with Man City previously. As a coach at the facilities at part when he was Australian manager. And the team he worked with in Japan's owned by Man City, the same way as New York FC. And Celtic, actually, a lot of people don't know this, Celtic actually have a lot of connections to the City Football Group.
Okay. I didn't know that. I wouldn't expect that.
The guys that own Manchester City have like a 30% stake in Celtic.
All right. There you go.
And so Ange came to Scotland and he was written off by the Scottish media. And he stuck to his style. There's a clip of I'll send you the video of him arguing on live television when he was. That's quite funny. But there's also like numerous clips of like ex-Celtic players asking who this guy was and all that, and saying it was a disgrace when they got the job. And he ended up taking the title back off Rangers in his first year.
Jesus Christ!
Right.
Well, so is Ange?
Listen to the rest of this, mate. That's not even the best bit because you just heard them do some. You've not even heard me don't fucking stop.
Yes, Albie! Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is all him. He's mic'd up. Only him you can hear.
Gotcha.
Good. Yes, Luca. Where's the next part? Yes. Yes, Hudson. Play. Good. Oh, good run, Hudson.
He also
It's a lot what we saw today. He seems to be concentrating more on the passing than anything else.
Also, do you know none of the players in this video here anymore? He replaced the full squad in a year. So he built his own squad. I think there's only 2 players that played against Rangers today who were here when he came in last year.
Forward runs. Read the timing of the
That's
pass.
the squad.
Look at your movement. You're always involved. Always involved. Ball's on the far side. You're not standing here thinking I'm not involved. If a ball comes across, you're seeing the next pass and you're going. Always going. Ready to go at the right time.
Thinking about receiving the ball.
If our movement's good, our passing's good, the ball doesn't stop. Okay? That's going to be super important. And then, as I said, reaction.
It's the way he articulates
it. Just get it into your heads.
Simple, so I can understand it.
I'll keep watching. Keep watching.
Game when we celebrate, but during the game we don't stop.
Oh no, rewind.
Stop. That's good for us.
That's it. I mean, we pretty much.
Rewind. Did you hear him say that there?
What was it?
The opposition wants to stop. That's good for us. We'll take advantage of it.
No, so somebody wants
go
to
back. Go back 10, 15 seconds. You listen to the full thing.
All right.
This is the best bit, right?
Action. If the move's dead, just get it into your heads. We never stop. We never stop.
We never stop.
We'll stop at half time and we'll stop at the end of the game when we celebrate. But during the game we don't stop. If the opposition wants to stop, that's good for us. We'll take advantage of it. Win the ball! Win it! Win it!
That's what you've seen today.
You know what this reminds me of? I'll tell you. You know what this reminds me of? Being a 28-year-old man and watching Jurgen Klopp at practice with Mainz 05. Back in 2005. This is what it reminds me of.
I think he's in. Do you know what the thing is? I think he's on that level of Klopp and Pep Guardiola. And you've heard me say that to Joe and get laughed at, but like I think he is that guy. I think
I will say this. I don't know. I don't know if you're on the money or not. But here's what I do know: the most impressive teams that I've seen since August, and Celtics are on the list, and the list they're on, at least the way I seen them, because it's like the passes were difficult to receive, because they were so hard and fast, and they did it like they were nothing. And then when Rangers had the ball, it didn't feel the same. It felt like they could be intercepted. Whereas, and that's what he seems to be going. Move. Don't stop. Always move forward. Very Patton-esque ideology. But this is what watching Jurgen Klopp in practice in 2005, 2006 with, I forget, Zidane, the other Zidane, the little Egyptian. That's the way he was in their face. That's the way it moves. Just go. It was very...
I think he's in that, especially the bit where he says, I think that's most of it, by the way. I think that's the best part of it.
Yes! Go, get there!
That's another thing, too. The defense moved as a unit during today's game as well.
Do you know, that's actually what he was criticised. So when he came into Scotland, people said, he's good, but he'll need to stop playing his style because it's not sustainable, because the defence isn't good. Just because at the start of the league, it took time to get used to his style. Yeah. So we're conceding more goals.
But Celtic the defence looked not only stable, well-trained, and they looked like they were prepared for everything.
But that's what I was going to say. Celtic actually had the best defensive record in the league last year.
Yeah.
He conceded the least goals in the league.
But your goal is getting out of fucking... You need to finish second, is what you need to do.
I don't think we do. I think if we do, it's a miracle if we do that. Celtic haven't been in the Champions League for 5 years.
I don't know. The way I saw him play today, I'm not so convinced.
I think we just need to... But we've not been in the Champions League for 5 years. Obviously, that's a long time.
I'm thinking about making a crazy bet on Celtic on fucking Wednesday. I'm not even joking.
Mate, honestly, we just need to play our own game, and whatever happens. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to come out and say you'll see how different I'm when I talk about Celtic compared to other teams. I'll just say what I think. I'll say, I think.
Sure.
I don't know the limit of this Celtic team, and I just want to enjoy the ride because it's just the best football I've ever seen them play in my life.
Look good today. You look good today for sure. Not that.
As you said, I want
to see it against a team that's got their shit together though, and Rangers is not it. You know, that's
Well,
what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
I think what the narrative coming into that game was that Celtic could very easily beat by Rangers. I think like the narrative gave by the Scottish media and the what media is, they're both of these teams are on the best they've ever been. They're both in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? That kind of narrative. But I think they're just a step above them. As you said, on the ball, they're not good. I'll tell you what Rangers did today. Rangers gave it to their centre backs and tried to play a big diagonal pass to the. Do you know what a big diagonal is?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course, I know what diagonal means. I'm not completely.
They tried to play but like they just try to play a big diagonal pass down to the wingers every time. Do you know what I mean? So they just get it to their centre backs and then just play big long balls down to the wing. And then
No, I know what you mean. Just what do they call that? Not low odds. I think that's the wrong word, but low percentage passing. Yeah, something like that. I think that's close to the word I'm looking for.
I think, as you say, man,
what is this shit with ESPN? ESPN draw a little boring. I'm glad I watched Rangers Celtic versus them. I mean, geez, it's not.
Well, apparently the Everton keeper had some game. That's like what they're saying. He apparently had like a Waldy. I think Liverpool are fucked.
Liverpool are fucked. Oh my god, I have to use this in the States. I can't watch. This is so ridiculous. Like I have to. Yeah,
haven't you?
I've only like glanced at a Man City game. No, I watched a friendly with Barca American, but we tried to watch it by switching a VPN, but it didn't quite work. So, whoopsie daisy, didn't happen. Sorry everybody. We're back though. Faux show. Arsenal winning the league. Well, first of all, I think it's early enough to say anybody can win the league at this stage. I'm often surprised how much things. I understand in the EuroLeague a little better in the Scottish League, but I always kind of roll my eyes a little bit when people start saying shit's over by September, or in some cases even August. You know. Because they lost a big derby or something like that. It's early, but in fairness to you, what are we looking at here? I mean, like what shot? Well, like why is Arsenal going to be make your case is what I'm saying.
Arsenal for a couple of years have now been a banter team.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we all know that they've been a banter team. Only team to win all of their games, 5 out of 5 games. Man City have developed more points. So the first 6 games they've won 4 through 2. Arsenal could win their game and have 6 out of 6 wins tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
They're the most consistent team. Do you know what I mean? And if Manchester United are their first big test, to be fair. So they need to go into that game, and if they beat that,
I don't know. Are they a big test? They've only won 2 in a row after people were putting them to sleep 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. Are they a big test? It's tough to tell.
Would you consider Liverpool a big test because Manchester United?
Yeah, I would consider. I would consider Liverpool a big test for the same reason I would consider.
So
Manchester a big test because historically, because history. I haven't been impressed with either of these teams, like at all. Going into the season, yeah.
Well, historically, it's still Man U. It's still hard to get a result against Man U. Do you know?
Sure. And you know what? I tell you something nobody seems to be talking about. We're talking weeks and weeks and weeks. The trade window is closed, or excuse me, I'm sorry. The transfer window is closed. I have to speak European. I think that does nothing but benefit Manchester and especially Ronaldo. And I think you could agree with me on this. And I don't think this is like a big brain take or anything. If Ronaldo's on his game, focused and wants to win, that's a real problem for anybody that's playing Manchester. I mean, look, he's one of the greatest players of all time, arguably one of the greatest, maybe top 5. George Best is on record saying, a lot of people over the years were called the next George Best. When they called Ronaldo the next George Best, it was the first time I felt complimented. That's what he said before he died. So let's give Ronaldo his props here. But I want to see all these teams. Even Manchester City's start hasn't been stellar. Impressive. So when you tell me about the only guys that have started strong, in my opinion,
Arsenal,
that are expected, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Dortmund. I'm just going internationally, obviously, across the board. But the teams we expected to completely dominate have not quite dominated, I think, in the way that we would expect them to do.
I think in England, Tottenham, Man City and Arsenal have had good starts because Man City and Tottenham are still undefeated. They've drew 2 games, but they're undefeated. 1-4, draw 2.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, I would definitely put Man City on top, but every time I watch them, they look like they're fighting. You know, it's not like a 9-0 victory like it was last weekend for Celtic. You know,
fair, they've had 2 bad results. A draw against Aston Villa today. That's a game you'd expect them to win. A draw against Newcastle. That's what I'm talking about Arsenal. You're asking me I'm confident in Arsenal because they've not lost silly points like that yet.
Yeah, well, I think when it comes to teams like City, am I overdoing it? I don't know. With Paris Saint-Germain, a PSG, it's not about winning. It's about how much you win by. And by the way, Celtic, last game was 9-0, and today their derby was 4-0.
Yeah,
so I don't hold the same standard for a Champions League team with history than I do. Mainz. You know, I just don't hold the same standard.
If we're talking about history, Man City don't have any history.
Speaking of, my fucking Vahan Wiesbaden's knocking on the door in the 3rd German league. Let me tell you. I'm very happy about that. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not even making a crack or a joke. I'm super happy about Vahan Wiesbaden and the way they're playing. And they have been kind of shaky at home, but holy shit, did they win big on the road and just keep it coming. I'm going to miss the game Monday, and I'm upset. But love Vahan.
Good stuff, man. I hope
it's kind of my team. If I had to say, Vahan's kind of my team. You know.
Oh, it's always been good to have that team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a small team. God, the seats are empty or something, but I don't know. They're my guys. They're even like not too many people. Wiesbaden's kind of a rich man's town. They don't have a working class that goes from city to city. Like, in the train station. That's a big thing in Germany, right? Like, you hear the opposition in the train station. You know, they're singing, they're screaming, they're yelling. We don't do that in the other end. You know, but if you look at Wiesbaden's record right now. They've won when they needed to, and I'm hoping they get promoted this year. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, it's not a big thing. It's something we'll ever cover, or maybe even talk about. But boy, I like taking my kid to those games, and I hope they get promoted this year to the 2nd league. That'd be nice.
I don't know. They could get a big team in the DFB Cup.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I think they. Yeah, I think if they finish on top, I think they will make. I think, even if they finish 2nd, I think it's the first 3 spots they'll get promoted. First 3 spots.
They could get in the DFB Cup.
Yeah, well, I'd be okay with that as well. I'd be okay with that.
The German Cup getting a big team. Do you know what I mean? You get to take it, especially if it's in. Yeah. Imagine it was at home. Imagine they got like Bayern Munich.
Actually, the little interesting fact with Vahan, their first year in the 2nd league, which would be their first year they're really on the scene. I think was it 2007? So FIFA 2008, you'll see them. They're there. They're in the mix. They actually went to the Deutsche Pokal quarterfinals, and their neighbors, Mainz 05, went to the semifinals that year. I think both taken out by Munich, if I'm not mistaken. You know? And that's when I came back from Iraq. That's when it's like a kind of a big memory for me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, though, isn't it? I think that's what it's good because it's obviously I don't want to get too deep into it. Obviously, on top of the football, but that's what football is all about, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think you just need your own team. I think you just need your own thing. You know,
it's memories that you'll have, and it's memories for you and your son.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. It's different for me. You know what I'm doing? I remember my friend Gary, and he's from Ireland, and he was living in the States before I joined the Army, before I even thought I joined the Army. And I remember him saying, like, I think he's a Barcelona guy, if I'm not mistaken. He said something like, yeah, I'd if I had a son here, because he was thinking about getting married at the time. I would, I'd do the baseball thing as hard as I could. And he's an Irishman. He didn't know shit about baseball. I probably knew more about football than he knew about baseball, back then. And I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm throwing myself into it, so because it's it's for Tommy, for sure.
Yeah. That's good, man.
I want to be able to fit in with the Germans. And I also want to be able to kind of identify if he has a shitty coach. You know what I mean?
You can if you're going to get into enjoy.
Yeah, it's kind of what.
If you get a guy like the Celtic coach in that video we just watched, you're sorted.
Well, I wouldn't want a guy like that for a young kid. But if my kid was if I saw that when my kid was a teenager, assuming he'd still be playing at that stage, I would be like, "You're really lucky, son, to play for a guy like that." I love that. Well, I told you, I literally saw Jurgen Klopp. I used to go to those practices in uniform. You know that, and I knew. This is gonna sound crazy. Like I knew he was special. I really did.
Like, I
knew he was special, and at the time because I knew Jurgen Klinsmann was not. And he was the coach in Team Germany at the time. And I knew that he wasn't the guy because he just struck me. I respected Jurgen Klinsmann in front. I remember clearly in 1994 when he was in the States. What a spectacular player with him, Mateos, Voller. So we're talking some of the greatest names that ever played this fucking game. But I never found Klinsmann to be a special coach. And here's this guy that I've never heard of that played for Mainz in the second league in Frankfurt for a little bit. And I'm like, this guy has something. And at the time, I was thinking that because Germany had such a bad record going in the 2006 World Cup, that this would be his replacement. Mm-hmm. And there was some talk, but it was decided because he wasn't even 40 yet at the time that, Yogi should get a shot. And that Jurgen was too young, but he was definitely special. And Yogi ended up winning the World Cup a couple 8 years later, So I mean, it definitely worked for everybody. But Jurgen Klopp is very, very special coach, and Liverpool is super lucky to have him. He broke my heart. He broke my heart when I was in Iraq. He says, "Well, if we don't get regulated, if we don't get relegated, I'll stay with Mainz." And it was a lie. I knew it was a lie when he said it. I wish he would have just said, "I haven't made my decision yet," and just made his decision after that. But I knew he was special. That was one of the few times I was hurt when he left Mainz. I was really hurt. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I stopped watching Mainz when I came home from Iraq in 2000.
I think being as a Mainz fan, you've been quite gifted with managers. You've had Jürgen, you've had Thomas Tuchel. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I got to be honest. I threw it. I couldn't tell you too much. I went to a few games after that, but I kind of lost interest.
You know who Thomas Tuchel was?
No, I think he was the third coach after
Thomas Tuchel. Do you know what he's done in the last couple of years?
Where has he been?
First of all, he won a German league with Borussia Dortmund. Okay, and after that he went to Paris where he won the French league. And then he got them to like a final. And then he went to Chelsea last year. He's still the Chelsea manager. And he's actually a guy that won the Champions League with Pulisic.
Jesus. Well, here's what I can say about Rhein-Main football, and I think I've lived here long enough to speak on it. They're sick over here. This is football country. It's not Munich, but. I remember going to games in Mainz and seeing protests for a new stadium. That's how sick these people are. Because they wanted to put it in because they wanted more butts in there so Mainz could buy more players. I remember keeping Zidane was a really big deal especially the second time. They couldn't hold on to him, if I remember. The other Zidane, Egyptian Zidane. The spirit in Mainz 05. I think is of the same spirit of an Arsenal or a Celtic or a Manchester or Liverpool for sure.
I think German football fans are underrated. Some of the casuals and the the fucking fan groups are crazy. Some of them.
I think the English are way crazier than the Germans.
No. The German fans actually turned up to London last year.
They always turn up. Well, they turn up everywhere.
One second, they did they got 1,000 of them all dressed in black uniform, marched through Central Park in London and punched fuck it like a bunch of West Ham fans. And then after that,
they
went to the final against Rangers, and there's videos of the tens of thousands of German boys, young fit fucking boys, all dressed in black. Battling fuck out of these fat old Rangers.
Oh, we're not talking about the violence, Sam. We don't do that.
Oh man, it's funny. No, it's funny. That's a part of football culture, Tommy. I think a lot of people do. That's the real part of football culture. The casuals, not that is. You'd like to pick up or no, but I think Germany's underrated.
I
mean, not just I mean,
I don't think we're underrated. We won World Cups. We win championships. We won the best teams in the world in Bayern. So I mean, I don't know if we're underrated. I think we're not. I don't think anybody really wants to root for a German team. You know what I mean?
No. And I'm saying I think the German fans are underrated because when you think of German fans, you don't think of passion.
It's true. But I don't think like Germans don't express their passion by beating the shit out of the fucking.
No, but I'm talking about actually.
Not anymore. I'm sure they did. At one point, like everybody else.
No, I can't lie, Tommy. From the videos I seen of Frankfurt last year, they were fucking crazy.
Frankfurt's pretty nuts. I got stuck in a bar with a bunch of ultras back in 2007. I remember scaring the shit out of everybody from Rabenstein, but I talked my way out of it. You know why I talked my way out of it? These guys were total ultras. They were fucking super thrilled to meet American Soldier, and that's it. That's the only reason I get my ass kicked. I had a Mainz fucking top on, and I walked into a fucking Frankfurt bar in Idstein, Germany.
Oh my god!
You know what? I knew what to do. And it's funny. All the German guys I were with were total fucking Frankfurt fans. That's the strange part. I just said, yeah, somebody gave me this fucking tie. It's cool, right? And he's like, no, this is a shit team. And I'm like, it is. He says, you should root for Frankfurt. I was like, I should. You know, I just played that. I played that dumb. And he's like, you're American? I was like, yeah. So this guy, like, he's like a biker I was talking to. That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Actually, the Frankfurt ultras are. I remember I was telling you about how the Frankfurt ultras, like a lot of older ones, are the drug dealers and they sell the drugs to like the younger fans. That's what it is. It's like the bikers. That's what they do. They run all the drugs for the young football fans. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you were a baby when I did this. I'm talking. This happened in 2005 or 6.
You know, Tom, it's the same people. The Frankfurt, see in the area, all the bikers control the drugs, don't they? Do you know what I mean? I
suppose I don't do drugs. I don't know what you're talking about, my man.
No, that's right. In Frankfurt, they'll be all day, mate, do all that, and what they do is they'll get all the young ultras, to like fucking like be their muscle basically.
Sure.
And like they'll make say you're like a biker. Right, and then you go to Bayern Munich and you're travelling with 5,000 young men. Right, they're going to party, aren't they?
I suppose this is my first time dealing with a firm. The only reason I knew I was dealing with, I would have gotten in a fight with these guys. I had watched Green City. Was it Green Street Hooligans? About 3 months before, so I knew what I was dealing with somewhat from the movie. Like I do not like if I hadn't watched that movie, I wouldn't have known not to fuck back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would be like, "Fuck you! Don't tell me what to wear." You know, I wouldn't have known that I was outnumbered, and I wouldn't have known what these guys were willing to do because I watched Green Street Hooligans, and then I started reading about hooligan culture in Europe, and then I realized what it was. So, like, I just played dumb American. You know?
Do you know who Alvin Walsh is?
That sounds familiar. No, I don't.
The guy that wrote Trainspotting, he's a Scottish, he's like a great writer. He writes a lot.
I haven't. I got a dirty secret. I've never seen Trainspotting. I know fucking few scenes. Isn't that a terrible thing? I've never seen Trainspotting. No, I know. Well, Ewan McGregor's in it, and I'm sure you love Ewan because
just better. Filth is better. There's a movie called Filth made by the same guy, which is about a copper that starts having a mental breakdown, I'm going to describe one of the scenes in the movie to you, He's at a Christmas party, and there's this guy he doesn't like is talking, chatting up a girl, He's trying to fuck with the guy. So what he does is to fuck with the guy, he decides to have a contest where they all get their dicks, like as a joke, he brings up, why don't we all get our dicks out and scan them on like the scanning machine,
Yeah, I guess.
Right. And then fucking the guy is chatting up the girl he doesn't like, is not too sure about it, right? And then the girl's like, oh yeah, let's do it, So everybody at the party, all the guys do this, right? But what he does is when he prints his one out, he picks enlarge on the image. Right, so he starts enlarging the image, right?
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't like the girl she's talking to, sees it, and they start, so he fucks her, and then it shows you the movie, he goes to fuck her, and he puts it in, and she's just confused and disappointed. She sounds she's like an Italian woman. She says, "What the fuck?"
It's too funny. What are you gonna do? I feel like having a cigarette, but
I was gonna say I was going to get onto Italy. Main Biscuit.
Go ahead, go shoot. Let me open a fucking window in here, man.
Me and Biscuit were watching a game after you left, okay?
Sure, go ahead.
And it was Lazio versus Napoli.
Right?
And Napoli, I was really impressed by how they came back after being 1-0 down against Lazio. I really think
What's the final score?
2-1 Napoli. Napoli actually went 1-0 down within the first 10 minutes to Lazio.
I love comeback
And then
games.
I think Napoli have got a good chance of winning the Italian league.
AC start wasn't so fucking great, right? Well,
I thought AC were good. I think in that type of game, it's always going to be open. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't super impressed. They weren't dominating at any time. Not that Inter was either, but it wasn't. Nobody blew me away in that game. It was a good game, fun game, because I think they were pretty evenly matched. Is that fair to say?
No, I'd agree with you. I don't want to say. I thought they were both quite average.
Yeah, I did too. I'm not afraid of them. If I'm coming in, that's not 1999 AC Milan. You know, I'm not afraid of them. You know,
if you're a Chelsea fan, you're looking at that and you're feeling comfortable, aren't you?
Fair enough. Oh God, yeah. I mean, sure. Cruz. They're playing them Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. They play them.
I'm not sure, but I know Inter Milan play fucking Bayern Munich on Tuesday. I think they're going to get destroyed.
If my wife comes downstairs, I'm in big trouble. By the way, watch this.
How come? Oh, you're smoking. Oh, okay.
My mother-in-law's in the other room sleeping too. I hope she doesn't wake up. Lipo in the chat. I love Jurgen Klopp coming from Liverpool fan. Saved us some bad times. I think he did. There was kind of it just the perfect time. Lipo says baseball. Hey, if anybody we would love you guys to join the chat or join the Discord and come in and talk to us. Team Skeptic, yo Tommy, I just sent you an email, bro. Gonna be in Europe in October. Want to go to a Mindstill Funk game? I was thinking about going to London then and seeing what. So I'll take a look at that. I'll take a look at it tomorrow. How about that? No promises, man. Because I was thinking about actually flying to. It really depends. It would depend on where it is, but I was thinking about flying somewhere else. So I haven't paid for the ticket yet, but I'll give it some thought. You buying the tickets? Yeah. You buying, sir? Guys, I hope you. Rip Streamy, we're back. I know we lost a little bit because I was fucking around with shit, but no, we're back. We're alive. We got to find some shady street. You know, it's a damn shame because of Now and Wow. That we have to find shady fucking sites to stream from to watch, even though guys, this is gonna sound crazy. For all the watch alongs we do in there, I pay for I pay for all of them. I bought the Premier League twice. I bought it in Germany. I bought it and I use it because I want to hear stuff in English. I'm gonna have to fucking cave and give up on one of them. It's too much money, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's when we stream these events, especially we did Celtic, we have to go to these shady ass websites. Because the idea is to watch them all together. But I literally own these. I don't feel bad about it at all because I'm paying for the shit. So I don't care if I'm getting it from a secondary.
I think we should talk about it. It's a fucking disgrace how much money they're making football fans pay to watch their fucking teams. You know what I mean? You know,
if I'm paying for this shit, I should be able to sit around with my friends and watch football. Because think about it. How is that different if we all live in the same neighborhood and I said, hey guys, come over and watch the game? Well, they wouldn't have a problem with that, would they? You know?
It's not just that as well. It's how many different streaming services the leagues are all on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even for the same country, you look at the English Premier League, you need to subscribe to 5 different things to get all the games.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I wish everything just went to the Zone, Premier League, everything. I'd pay more. If they gave me more football, I'd give them well over 100.
Don't understand how the leagues are. I haven't figured out. They should just do a WWE network.
Something like that. You know what? You're right. And by the way, what I'm talking about too, as far as because Now and Wow, which has the Premier League, Sky Sports essentially streaming. They give you an app to be able to watch the games. Now I could watch them with the other guys, but I can't capture the score, so I can't do watch alongs with y'all, which is
we've got somebody waiting to call. We'll bring them in.
Holy shit! Are you
Badnik.
Oh, it's Badnik. Hey, what's up, Badnik? What's up, man? How are you, sir?
What's up?
Want to talk some football? We got lots of time. We'll do some MLS. You gonna watch MLS with us?
MLS.
Yeah, MLS. We got a game coming up in about 40 minutes. We're watching.
Oh, if you don't want to
I'll
watch,
probably just watch the stream. I don't know any of MLS. I've never. Really
I mean, watch a stream with us. Are you doing anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream. Are
you gonna watch? Well, what we'll do? We'll send you. We'll pick up a fucking. You don't have the zone. Well, it doesn't matter if you do have.
What I do, mate, is if you don't want to talk, you can mute yourself in here and watch it on Tommy's stream and watch the game there and listen to.
You know
Tommy.
what? We don't got a lot of going on. Maybe we can, bring a few people in. Yeah.
And bring people and let them watch
Yeah,
with us.
we'll
But I was
let
going
them
to
watch
ask
the
you,
game.
do you want to
Okay.
talk about any tighten
I was going to mention, are you going to do a stream tomorrow on Arsenal and United?
I don't think so. I'll tell you why. Because mine's playing tomorrow. I streamed 3 games today. I think I need some time off. I did. This is my 4th stream of the day, dude. Was it? We did 2. I did 3 for a shot from the point, and this is the 4th stream of the day. So yeah, I think I'm taking a day off.
Might do a video rounding up all the results of the big games at the end of the weekend or some shit.
Yeah, you should do stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you listen to our Champions League video? On the main
it was
channel?
alright.
Oh, what was wrong with it?
I mean, nothing. I just thought you'd hype up the Chelsea and AC Milan game. I have a feeling that would be a sick game.
Let's talk about that because we watched AC Milan today, mate. 3-2. They had a game with Inter. Are you scared of AC at all, or do you think you're going to pump them?
Oh, I mean, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm a United fan, but I just really excited for that game. I think it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be a classic.
Look, I can only see one game this week in Champions League, Wednesday and Thursday. What game do you think I should do? I'm just listening. I'm not saying
Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday. I'm only doing one Champions League.
Probably Wednesday. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if the games are coming on.
What did we decide on? We decided on what do we do? We're doing Bayern. And we're doing Bayern on Wednesday.
Bayern Inter, I think that's the biggest one.
Bayern Inter, yeah, we're doing Bayern Inter for sure.
Yeah, Bayern Inter Milan.
Yeah, we're doing Bayern Inter on Wednesday for sure. And then I don't know if we're streaming Saturday for sure.
Niggs, what are you thinking about Manchester? I was saying to Tommy, I think Arsenal can win the league this year. Do you disagree, or what's your thoughts on that?
Arsenal can win the league. Right now, they look like they can, but here's the thing with Arsenal. I think they don't know what it's like to be in a Premier League title race. City do. They've had mess-ups before. And once it gets heated, they don't have the squad or the mentality to even handle something like that. And they'll be way too big for the boots. I can guarantee you, maybe at the end of the season, that Liverpool can come back and start competing again.
You think
start picking up points. They've done it. They've done a similar thing last year. They had a 10-point. They had a 15-point gap on City, and then they closed it.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely did, Jürgen, and they're definitely capable.
But isn't that Arsenal's story throughout the years? They're always they're not Chelsea, they're not Liverpool, they're not Manchester. They always just
Arsenal's story is that they get to winter time, and after winter time they collapse. That's what it is. They get to December.
Yeah, but this is in fairness though. This is a different year. We have a World Cup year in the winter, which we've never done before.
But we don't know the aftermath of what that World Cup.
We have no idea what the season's going to be like. We have none.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we have no idea what the season's going to be like.
As a Man U fan, what do you think about yours tomorrow? Do you think how do you think Ten Hag's changed your season about?
He's definitely a quality coach. He's just surrounded by a lot of shit around him. He's trying to make up for it.
You think the window helped?
The window, it helped, but it also hindered. He didn't get the midfielder he wanted. Even the centre back he has now, that wasn't his first choice. And the thing is, people who think it's a good window, here's the thing. We had a rivaling bid from some Jude Radcliffe, if you heard about that.
Yeah.
To take over. Yeah. If that bid never went through, I guarantee you the owners and the board would not have went for Casemiro and Antony and spent another 100+ million. And we would have stayed with under 100 million. And that's the issue. We knew from the second game of the season where it looked terrible that, they're not going to do anything. Those players we are linked to then is nowhere near the players we were linked to at the end of the transfer window.
Yeah.
So it was a clear switch and they didn't care. So they were just being fake about it, and United fans are still furious.
Do you think of Casemiro, Anthony, and the what's his name, the other boy you got? Do you think they're panic buys?
Casemiro was definitely a panic buy. We just shoved a bunch of money just to get something like positive news around it. Anthony's a weird one because we were meant to get him in May, like end of May, because Ten Hag asked for him at the end of May, and the price would have been cut in half.
Yeah, £100 million a lot for somebody that's only played in the Dutch league, man. That's crazy money.
Here's the thing: he was initially meant to be 40, 50 million pounds, but because we held up on that deal and decided to go for our original midfielder De Jong, and held up on that obviously affected Ajax's transfer window, and them not knowing whether their player's going to be sold or not definitely frustrated them. So they just boosted the price up.
Do they think tomorrow's a big game for Manchester United?
Yeah, it is quite a massive game.
I don't know the way, man. Am I crazy here? I know this is the Yank speak, but the hole they dug early in the first 2 games, I think. Unless they go on like a 5-6 game winning streak, every game's big right now. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it is. It is kind of like that. If we win, that's great. We've definitely broken past the even point of losing, because we've won 3, lost 2. If we lose it again against Arsenal, we've won 3, lost 3. That's pretty terrible start. If we win against Arsenal, it's the start of something. So it could be a catalyst. Like beating the team that looks quite unbeatable at the moment.
Let's be honest, you're beating the hot thing. You're beating the fighters are hot right now. It's the hot one.
That's the thing. So if we beat them,
what I mean is, do you think Manchester United fans expect Ten Hag to win tomorrow? And do you think if they don't win tomorrow, they'll be angry at him, or do you think they'll say?
It depends how we lose, because there's losing and being by the other team being better.
Yeah, it's drawing. It is losing 9-0. You know.
Yeah. So are you just looking for a good performance from Man United tomorrow?
Well, I'm looking for an identity for us to play the way that he wants us to
That's
play.
a really good point, because we don't have an identity for Manchester United. Just before, is Ronaldo leaving? Is he staying? Is Harry Maguire a leader of the backs? Is he not? And then your coach comes in and he benches everybody, and you win a big game. You know, on Monday Night Football 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I think identity is important, because I think for the players, if I had to guess, I mean, I never played at that level, is something to rally behind. So yeah, I think that's a really good choice of words for Manchester. It's an identity, because we know they've won the last 2 games. We know they've turned it down. But who the fuck is Manchester? The trade window is, the transfer window. The transfer window is closed. There's a lot of things there's a lot of monkeys on their back that are now permanently gone, at least till January. Who is Manchester? And I think you're 100% correct. Like, it does depend. If they lose by 1, a late goal, or it's not that big a deal. If they lose 5-0, it is a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. And
how's that for a Yank? Pretty good, huh?
Oh no, we definitely agree. And if you look at all the big teams around Manchester United, they've had that identity for years now. Pep's got his identity of playing like fucking tiki-taka football, and then he's kind of evolved that since he came into City. And you've obviously got Klopp with his high intensity fucking pressing football. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So all these teams have an identity, and you can even see it under like Arsenal, like they're kind of like a diet Man City. So Manchester United have been changing managers so often that like they go from like one extreme to another. Do you know what I mean? You go from like fucking David Moyes to Louis van Gaal to Jose Mourinho.
What do you think of Ten Hag? I'm really impressed. The guy that had the balls to bench Ronaldo and Maguire. It has my
not just
vote.
that. You need to look at his CV before he got to Manchester United. Even if he was to retire now, like he would already like have a great football career. He got like the Ajax to like European semi-final for the first time in how many years?
Yeah, he could have like recreated the whole Ajax thing they did in 1995 with a bunch of young players again. What do I think of him? I think he's capable of being the next guy in the next few years. You know, like almost like what Klopp and Pep was. Yeah. Like the next guy to take over. I think he's capable of that, but the question is he going to do it under like Man United, because it's such a toxic place? And even though he may look good now, it is looking good now, but we will lose at some point. And what will happen when we lose?
And
Because
It's just what you said. It depends on how you lose. If it's a close game, it's not the coach's fault. If it's a big derby and you get blown out, you got a problem. Or he has a problem, I should say.
Manchester United's a poison chalice because they're not a position where you've got the expectations and the history of Manchester United because they're the biggest team in the world, okay? Like, or probably one of the biggest teams in the world.
Sure.
And you're there, you need to deliver instantly, but they're not able to do that because they don't have the team to do that, and they don't have the team to do that because they've not got the structure to do that, okay? And if somebody comes in, they're going to need time to do it. They're not going to get results right away, and you're seeing that people don't get results right away at Manchester United. They get hounded out because they're such a big team. You're going to get crucified by the media. Do you know what I mean?
It's also the squad. The squad also has, like, they also turn. Yeah, it's not good enough. But like, you look at their wages. It's more than almost every other team in the planet.
Yeah, they're overpaid. Like, they have bang average. Like, David De Gea is one of the most expensive contracts in the Premier League.
I like De Gea, but there's no way in this world a goalkeeper should earn that much. Like, players just look average, and what it does, it boosts their ego, and they've almost turned on managers in the past. It happened to Mourinho and Solskjaer, and even Ralph Rangnick.
That's happened under Casemiro then, because obviously we only said they threw a lot of money at Casemiro. Does that not concern you that the board?
It is concerned. It's frustrating that we're going for these high wage players again, because it feels like we haven't learned our lesson. Our objective, well, to fans, we thought we were going to go for a lot of up and coming, hungry, young, consistent players for them to then come in and then over time develop, along with Ten Hag and along with the team. That's what the expectation was, but obviously our board, because our board is terrible, we go for these high money, high value players, and just
let's be honest, you've wasted a lot of money and a lot of shit.
We waste a lot of money, and people complain, or the fans complain at the club as where's our money being spent, and then people will criticize Man United fans by saying you spend a lot of money. It's not the fact we spend a lot of money; it's the fact we spend money. Yeah, we just spent money on stupid things, wasted 90 million.
Falcao, Di Maria, Pogba, all that.
Yeah. Lots of players are lots of money.
Look at Bastian Schweinsteiger. Bastian Schweinsteiger came to Man United and was on 300 grand a week or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he came at a really old age as well.
You know, he came and was terrible. He was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was really done at that point. Why did we do that? And we're almost in a way doing it the same thing with Casemiro. Although he is still able to do it, but he's older now.
It definitely is. You run the same risk there, and that's what you're talking about earlier on. You have all these players that you can't move on because they're such big. Look at Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's on 200k a week.
Yeah, and we cannot sell him. We just can't sell him. And
even if you're trying to sell him for a cut price, you're right, we'll take 30 million, take our losses, which you can do because you're Manchester United. Nobody's going to pay that because they're going to need to give him 15 million in wages or something like that.
Here's another thing with Man United. They don't like selling players that have a lot of who've lost a lot of value for, like with Harry Maguire. They wouldn't want to sell him either way because he costed them 80 million. They think of it more of a business rather than, let's just take this loss.
Well, I mean, in fairness, it is a business, and if you have an $80 million guy and your coach doesn't believe in him, you might be more apt to sell him. I mean,
yeah, we want to sell him. Yeah. Even get rid of him in general. Normal football clubs want to.
That's what we're saying. We're saying Manchester United struggle to sell players because they get these bang average players in and give them big money, so nobody wants to pay for it.
And then when managers want to get rid of them, the club is well, we can and we don't want to, so let's focus on these players who clearly aren't good enough. Say Harry Maguire. I guarantee you the club was told Ten Hag to please try and help Harry Maguire or Marcus Rashford and these players who either on bad form or aren't doing good enough. They hold value, and to them is well, we can't get rid of this because in a business sense it's going to be frustrating. They don't want to take a loss.
What do you think about Haaland coming to the league? Do you think
Haaland?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's capable of being top goal scorer, but the issue with Haaland isn't if he's good enough, is can he stay consistent with his injury record? Because he has an injury record at Dortmund, and when you're playing in a league that's more physical, although it's been 6 games, but I just don't know.
You know what the thing is? When I hear the word, and you didn't say it in fairness, injury prone, You know, there's no such thing. Scientists talked about this as being injury prone. Although all of us as sports fans, I don't care what sport, you know that some guys are more apt to it than others. But I think if you break the numbers down, nobody's more injury prone than anywhere else. I got to be honest with you, like with Haaland, he might be the best guy. He might be one of the best strikers in the Premier League.
He may be. He's capable of being it. He's
and you're like, will he stay healthy? Is that what you're saying? You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he actually got last season. He got a lot of injuries.
He was injured. He missed a game against Rangers last year in the Europa League. I remember that.
He missed games against Ajax in the Champions League. Like it's big games.
He missed the quarter-final of the Europa League against Rangers, where Dortmund got put out.
Wait, aren't you from London?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm not from London. No.
You're not from Manchester either, though.
No, I'm not.
You're like from Blackburn or like Wigan, aren't you? Like somewhere in the northwest.
No, north. No, south. More southish actually.
Oh.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Why Manchester? You glory hunter. What's the matter with you?
Family.
Fam. Oh well.
Football's more about your family and where you live.
No, that's true. Guys just like that to say so this way. I just like calling people glory hunters. It's funny to me.
Oh, you're a glory hunter.
Yes.
So,
to the bone.
Football, you don't watch football to watch your team lose, do you?
I watch football for entertainment and the best story possible.
I'm not a fan. I'm a Celtic fanatic.
Yeah, I know. But you know a lot about world football. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, but to be fair, I think a lot of fans will have some decent range of world football.
I
would agree. You know, but I don't really have a team. Like, how do you?
I think most people. I think people our age on the internet do, but I think most in
1982, I was privileged to sit down in Giant Stadium to see Franz Beckenbauer play for the New York Cosmos. That's a pretty fucking big effect that you can have on somebody. All right. Within the next year, the Cosmos were done. The league was done. By 1985, it was officially over. And then in 1996, right after the World Cup, you're told, okay, this is your new Cosmos, this is New York Metro Stars. Within a couple of years of me moving to Europe, now I'm told my Metro Stars are now Red Bull. Like, how can I work for any team? Please find me. You're from Manchester. I mean, they're not going anywhere. You know.
What to do is go talk to a Wimbledon fan. Okay, that's what you can do. Go talk to an MK and Wimbledon, MD Collins and Wimbledon fan.
Yeah.
I was going to say to you, Big Nick, I think it's more the FIFA generation that's got that understanding. I think because shit like FIFA.
I suppose, but I'm not talking anything like. How can I root for teams that leave me? You know, does it make any sense? You know?
It's not like the norm in football.
Yeah, no, I'm a completely unique situation, so I don't think I'll ever be fans like you guys.
I
know what it's like to be a crazy Celtic fan because I'm a huge New York Ranger fan. You know, so it's like that. But I don't feel the same way about football. I didn't grow up with it like you guys did.
There's a team in England that had the same thing happen to them called Wimbledon. Okay. Yeah. They were a team in the Premier League, and then a businessman bought them and decided he was going to move them out of London to a new city and rebrand them as a team.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens in Red Bull. I mean, Red Bull have kind of done that as well.
Well, Red Bull got one of my teams. It's New York.
Yeah,
it's a New York team.
Happened in Austria as well. I'm pretty sure.
Happened the first place it did. Salzburg was the first place it happened, and then it happened in then it happened in New York, and then it happened in Germany right after that.
Yeah.
Red Bull are an Austrian company, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose the worst things you can be named because Red Bull sounds kind of cool. You know, like the Red Bulls. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad in itself. But it's like, what if your name? What if your team was called the Aldi Giants? I mean, that would suck. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
FC
They're
Aldi.
unionizing multiple clubs into one identity, but
Manchester.
You don't the New York energy drinks?
No, I don't like being called an energy. I like my Metro Stars, man. And I think, if I had to guess, even though you never admitted, I think there was probably a time where you liked Metro as well.
I agree. Yes, there was.
I figure you were because it's all we had.
And then the energy drink ruined my fun, like it did for you.
Yeah, and then they gave you another team in Yankee Stadium, which is right around the corner from your house.
Yes,
and that's not fair.
Tommy Dale,
But then they gave you.
If you had stayed home, it'd be close to you too. Well,
New
right.
York-
It'd be closer,
No, Yankee
but-
Stadium's like fucking a pain in the ass to get to. Like fucking,
Yeah.
you go in Giant Stadium's a whole different ball of wax. That's just down the turnpike. You know?
Yeah.
See the
They ruined my
New
team.
York, New
And
York
then
City
not only
FC.
that, they New York FC was almost called the New York Cosmos, but if it wasn't for the people that bought the New York Cosmos from a guy named Pepe Pinton, which I can't go into, that asshole. They thought the name was worth a lot more than it was in 2014. It wasn't worth that much. They just sold it to whatever they could fucking get it for. Then I think there's the Cosmos and the USL, and in 2016 they went fucking flat. So that game, I mean, let me give you an idea for you youngins like Badnik that don't know. Johan Cruyff was at Cosmos. Pele was on the Cosmos. Beckenbauer was on the Cosmos. We're talking about three maybe of the greatest players of the all time that ever walked this planet motherfucking Earth.
You know what it was? They were the first Galacticos ever.
Say what?
Galacticos, that's what a famous Real Madrid team with like David Beckham,
Yep.
Ronaldo.
That's
That's
yeah.
what they are. They were the Galacticos. It's like the superstars.
Like mid 2000s ish, wasn't
I
it?
was going to say,
Early.
see the Team Biscuit supports, okay? Do you know that's the same as fucking New York Red Bulls? It's like affiliation franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man
it's
City.
like-
New York Red
yeah,
Bulls
it's
are
like-
fucking.
no, it's
New
not.
York,
See
New
the
York,
Team
that's
Biscuit supports in New York. They're owned by Man City.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
Smurfs.
thing-
They're fucking
That's why.
Smurfs.
That's why the emblem is almost the fucking same.
There's Smurfs Manchester and there's Smurfs New York. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also no, there's Manchester. There's
Look at that
City
smoke
FC.
right outside. I'll be right back, guys.
There's I don't know if anybody doesn't know. They own Melbourne FC. They own a team
Yep.
in Japan. They
Yep.
own New York City FC, Man City.
But at least you name it after the city. It's better than calling it Energy Drink FC. You know.
Oh, definitely. So,
I don't know. I was never a fan of the name from day one.
Big Nick, if you want to hang about, we're going to talk about some Italian football. Big Nick, if you want to chill out.
Speaking of which,
I was going to ask you, see that game we were watching, Biscuit? What do you think
Yep.
of Napoli's comeback?
I was proven wrong.
Yeah, I think
I had it on my second monitor while I was watching the UFC fight on my bottom monitor. That was a good day for sports, man. Oof.
It was. Biscuit can tell you, I said this before the game kicked off. I think Napoli are going to win the league.
You know, I said that a few years, and every time I think they're gonna win, they fall down to like second or third or fourth. They always do well. They don't do bad. Napoli's a very strong side, but they never pull the scudetto.
They're not
Nick-
consistent, isn't it? Is it that?
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
I think this new young boy they've signed, the Georgian guy, Kilovetsky.
yeah,
he,
yep.
He looks so good, man. Honestly.
He scored. Yeah,
He scored tonight, that's what I'm saying. He scored tonight,
Yeah.
he scored in a couple of games.
both of their new players scored. The Korean dude and him.
Wait,
And the
how-
Korean dude's a center back.
Oh yeah, I heard he's good. That Korean guy.
Yeah,
He,
That
like,
was-
Kim
tall.
Min Jae.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
Got a new young player, Nick, who's he's got a very Georgian name. Kivovic, I can't say his second name. It's KVA.
Yeah, I can't see that either.
I'm going to now spell his name for people. Right, KVARATSKHELIA.
What language do they speak in Georgia?
Georgian?
Is it?
Yeah.
Georgia.
So he's came in. He
Yeah,
scored
it is
4
Georgian.
goals. He scored 4 goals in 5 games. Some man, 21 years old. I think this guy's the next big thing.
He's probably gonna get bought by another big team though.
Most likely.
Definitely.
It depends. It depends on how the season goes.
Actually, I don't agree. Napoli are like very good at keeping hold of their talent compared to a lot of other like Italian teams.
Yeah,
I've seen-
honestly, the biggest foreign team in Italy is Sassuolo. They sell all their players immediately.
no,
I mean,
but,
some clubs like doing that though, just because they know they're not going to be a powerhouse, like Ajax. They're not. They just
Yeah.
sell their players because it's like.
I
we
mean,
can't-
if you're the owner, you got to think it's a good business move, right? Like, I'm going to make money, might as well.
yeah, that's why they do it as well.
well, I think I don't know about you. Obviously, we watched Inter Milan and AC Milan. What do you think about Roma? Roma, if they win tomorrow, go top of the league. Obviously, they've got Tammy Abraham, they've got Dybala, they've got Chris Smalling, they've got quite a good midfield. They've got Gini Wijnaldum to come back. Do you think they've got a chance? That's like
Oh wait, is Spinazzola back?
Yes.
Yeah, he's back.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I forgot about Spinazzola, man. Yeah, I didn't even think about him.
He's so good.
He just all of a, I don't know if it was all of a sudden, but like he just turned up.
Yeah,
Yep. It was
It's the Euros.
the Euros. Yeah, it was insane.
Also, I think Andrea Bellotti was a big fucking move for them. I think getting Bellotti in.
Yeah, he needed a change. He's been in a little bit of a lull, I think.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
think it'll be good for him.
Yeah,
Roma's playing Udinese tomorrow. They got to win that. You got to assume they win that.
If they win that, they go to top of the league. Obviously, if Atlanta beat Mazzara, which you'd think they would, they also go top. So it's a really tight Serie A this year, as you're saying.
I love it.
How's Juventus doing? Because I don't know Italian league that much.
Juve is in fifth right now. They're tied with us now because we lost. So it's 9 points each. We're in sixth. They're in fifth.
They've won 2 games and drew 3 games. So they're unbeaten, but not the best.
A bit inconsistent, isn't that? Because like I look at their team. If they didn't sell it,
they're not yesterday's Juve.
It's a very weak Juve team, especially in defence.
Vlahovic is a really good striker, though. They signed Bremer, which was huge, which Inter almost signed. I really wanted him. He's a really good centre back.
This Juve team is a Ferrari without an engine. Okay,
yeah.
In the attack, because in the attack they've got Di Maria, Carezzi, and Vlahovic, and they've got nothing behind them.
Well, I mean, Pogba, he comes back.
He's injured all year, but he's out for the year.
Is it the year?
Yeah, he's out for the full season.
I didn't know it was the whole year.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's toys a bit.
Who's gone?
Oh, that's bad fucking luck.
Who's gone for the whole year?
Pogba.
For Celtic?
Oh, Pogba.
No, Juve.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
That's bad.
Paul Pogba opts against surgery. Maybe not. He didn't get surgery. He's just rehabbing it.
He probably just wants to get back in there. But
yeah. I mean, that'd be horrible if you have to miss an entire season before even playing a fucking game.
That would suck.
Horrible.
He's got a lot of dramas going on. Like, I think Juve are going. I don't think Juve will qualify for Champions League. There you go. I don't even know if they qualify for Europe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, I feel bad because I feel like they could be. I mean, I like Juve, to be fair.
Yeah. To be fair, they ruined Italian football for everybody else.
I mean, I don't know. I like Juve and AC Milan. I don't really care.
Listen, I'm just as a Serie A fan, we are tired of seeing Juve at the top of the table. They could take a few years off.
Let me ask you something.
The reason why I like Juve is because they're usually like the second place team in the Champions League, and they always had good teams, and I feel like they're quite underappreciated.
No, I agree. They always did very well in Europe.
Me and Biscuit talked about that the year where they got to the final against Barcelona. I think everybody wanted to see Buffon and Pirlo lift it. Yeah,
I was at a bar down in Manhattan. That was a great fucking watch.
Yeah, I want to switch gears to tonight's game. And by the way, a bat, if you want to stay up this late, I know it's almost 1 o'clock your or 12 o'clock your time. If the Red Bulls, let me give you an idea how far Philadelphia is ahead. If the Red Bulls win, they'll only be 7 points behind.
I don't. None of that matters. To be fair, none of this matters as long as you qualify the playoffs.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, you also you don't want to draw Philadelphia first round, and if you finish like in a 7th spot or 8th spot, that's a pretty good chance you're going to do that.
Obviously, where you finish in the playoffs make a difference.
No, it is. It's
like at the end of the day,
an American system for sure.
Don't believe the league matter because I seen it. Belgium actually has the same system, okay?
Yeah.
And Belgium had a team last year who came up from the 2nd division and tore the league apart, okay? Like they did amazing, okay? And they got to brilliant, and then when it came to the playoffs, they lost.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, that sounds like we're talking American sports or hockey or something, right?
Well, that's always been my argument against the playoff in soccer in general because that's the only thing about playoffs that bothers me. You can have an incredible season, make it to the playoffs, and then you lose.
Yeah, and there's see, I think it's comfort, Biscuit. It's like if you're comfortable with that, and let's face it, the Eastern and Western Conference in MLS is the same because American fans are comfortable with the Eastern Western Conferences in both hockey and the NBA.
Yeah,
the NHL, the NBA. So like, it was the first 8 guys go. So right now, Cincinnati, who's playing well lately, really nice team, FC Cincinnati. They're getting a shot at Philadelphia first round. So while you might look, Red Bulls 3rd in the Eastern Conference, 47 points overall. The only teams that are ahead of them are Austin, who have been dominating this season. LAFC is maybe the best team in the league. I think that's fair to say. Like that's the Western Conference. It's still a big game because, they could blow it out, but you want to play a team you can beat. You definitely want to play a team. Actually, I think the worst thing that could happen to Metro is New York drops a few games and ends up, in a 6th place where they end up facing Metro in the first round or Red Bulls in the first round. I think that would be like a bad situation.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
As it is, Cincinnati has a good shot at getting that last playoff spot right now.
We only got like 3 weeks left. I mean, we're really coming. We're coming to the end right here. This is it, Jack. Real soon. We'll go in the Western Conference. My opinion is the best teams that I've seen is LA. Austin is amazing. And I love the fact when they score the goal, everything goes green. That's like awesome. Philadelphia, of course, I think that's the best team overall. Montreal's been more than solid. And I think after that, you're getting I don't think both the New York teams have. They haven't overperformed. I think that's putting it mildly. I could totally see a situation where Columbus beats them in a playoff spot.
And I was going to ask you a question, Tommy. Do you think that Eastern Conference looks a lot easier? Sorry, the Western Conference looks a lot easier than the Eastern Conference?
Western Conference is not hard. Well, if I'm the LA Galaxy, I do not want to play LA first round. So in that sense, no. Austin and Dallas is probably, if I was going to pick another team as being like teams I'm afraid of, I would probably throw FC Dallas in there as well. But otherwise, I'm not afraid trying to be neutral. I'm not afraid of New York, either the New York teams. I'm certainly not afraid. No, I think the Western Conference is, I think 1, 2, 3, they're serious contenders. And I think Philadelphia and Montreal are serious contenders. And it's kind of, after that, it's kind of open in the Eastern Conference. That's what I believe. That's the way I see it.
I don't like the conference system, as I said. I think it's like, it just makes, why have a
You might not like it. It's just the only way.
It's necessary.
It makes it way easier on an American.
It's culturally necessary. It's culturally necessary for Americans. And considering how much the MLS has grown in the last 10 years, I don't think you can say they're doing anything wrong. So that's it. We don't have the culture, the fan base for a relegation system. It's not going to happen. I
think you could get there one day if they wanted to.
I do. But I think everybody in this room would be long dead if that's the case. Probably. Because you have to have a history and a culture. So you'd have to have at least 50 years of hardcore thing before they move to something like that. From what I understand, was it the USL, the United States Soccer League? They have a dual league team, but I mean,
they do.
How many? Yeah, exactly. They don't have a TV contract, so fuck them. That's basically what it comes down to.
I remember I watched one USL game and it was streamed on a Facebook page. Like that's how little money that league has.
By the way, isn't a bad start. All right.
No, but on a Facebook page in 2010. Right now, it's not a bad start. 10 years ago, when it was on Facebook in 240p.
240p. Yeah. But look, there. Some of these MLS teams are worth upwards of $500 million. That was not the case 10 years ago. LA is the most valuable team that we have. I think it's worth upwards of damn near $1 billion, like $700 or $800 million. So this is not the MLS of 2000, 2005. This is, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I would never compare it to any of the first leagues in Europe. but I do think they're better than some of the second leagues in Europe. I think we've gotten to that point.
I think it's better than the Scottish league outside of Celtic and Rangers by far.
Yeah, I I don't want to. I feel uncomfortable saying that because I do love Celtic, and I'm trying to be neutral when they're playing before, but some of that is cultural. I want the Irish Catholic team to win, sure, and that's as far as I go. All the secretarian stuff is bullshit to me. I'm just being loyal. I'll never put on an England jersey. I will never put on a Manchester jersey, and I will never put on a Rangers jersey. You'll never.
Well, would
see
you
it.
ever wear a jersey just because it looks nice, even though you have
I did do something. I have a Pulisic jersey that I'm too fat to wear that I just got, and that's because I love Pulisic. I think he's going to be a factor in the World Cup. But I know Irish people that introduced me to Liverpool when I moved here that wouldn't talk to me if they knew I owned it. That's the way. But I'm supporting American. That's why I see it.
I would wear a shirt that I'm not associated with. I want a Venezia shirt.
You wearing a fucking AC Milan jersey? I'm never gonna. I couldn't believe that you wore that shit.
Yeah, dude. I love. You don't understand. I look at it differently.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. On game day, fuck them. But I love the league. I also hate Juventus. But when it comes to the Champions League and there's nobody left, like when
I'll
they
tell
were
you
playing
why.
Barca,
I look at it.
that day.
You don't live in Europe. These people are fucking crazy over here. You're looking at it the way I look at the Yankees and the Mets. And you probably are Yankees and Mets fans like me. Like,
yep.
I want the Mets to win. I really do. I really want the Mets to win. But when it comes, your Subway Series, I don't even want to talk to you if you're a Mets fan.
I want to watch Rangers get.
But they don't. You got to say that they don't get that here in Europe, man. If there's no. I will say this in Germany though, when Bayern's in the Champions League and all the other German teams are out. I've noticed even Frankfurt fans.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I suppose.
For a while, like at 10 years when no other team was doing anything, I had to be a Juve fan to watch Champions League games because I had no other Italian team.
Yeah,
it's the opposite in England.
No, they don't do it over here at all whatsoever. I'm even warning my son, don't tell, because he loves Thomas Muller, but he also thinks that he's telling people BVB is his favorite team, which I wish he wouldn't do. Dortmund. I just say, don't just tell him your father doesn't have a team. Don't get picked on. I'm literally telling him that because European kids are brutal. They're brutal. Yeah. Shit, I think if he says I'm American, well, my father's American, doesn't know anything about football. Then they'll be okay. So I don't know. It's a world game to me. That's what I find most fascinating about it. I when I was on vacation, I watched a game in Sao Paulo. I really enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought the refs swallowed their whistle. I think, and I'm surprised. I think VAR has improved football exponentially, and I wouldn't have thought that. Except in Italy, where they probably overrule something that they'd overrule a fucking call or their own call.
When VAR first came in, people hated it, but they made it perfect.
There's less diving. There's less diving since
it's not VAR, no, it's the people using VAR, and basically what they've done is they've trained them to be really good at it, and I think that it's going to be expected. When it first came in, there was a lot of criticism, but I think now we've been had for nearly 5 years now. I think it's you couldn't imagine a game of football without it now, really.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, first of all,
I was one of the people who was like, I don't know about this shit.
I don't like it either because we grew up in the NFL, and the NFL, the shit can be fucking so obvious, and they don't because they're so fucking stubborn.
NFL has the worst officiating on the face of any.
It really is
because
they're essentially so part timers. So the NFL, so I was really, but it does seem to kind of work. So I'm not gonna piss and moan about it. You know what I mean?
Not bad. We've got the game kicking off now. New York Red Bulls.
New York and Philadelphia in an MLS game. This is kind of a big deal.
This is my second New York Red Bull games I've watched this year.
Yeah. Last week we watched one. Last week we watched one.
American football.
There you are. This is it's not American football. It's football played by Americans.
Honestly, mate,
this is soccer, men. This is soccer.
Yeah, we can say soccer. We literally can say soccer now.
No,
MLS,
I think
Major
a lot of
League
these teams
Soccer.
would compete in the English Championship. There you go. I think a lot of these teams would do well in the English Championship.
Major League Soccer, and I have to capture two different separate things here.
What's their play style like? Are they very physical type of
Mate,
teams?
no, it's just like football, mate. It's like
General,
championship football, mate. It's like championship football. It depends on the team, mate. There's different teams in the week. Some try to get them play a bit of football, some will just play it along. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
I think
mean,
it's mostly. If I had to, it's Premier League. It's like Premier League wannabe shit. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think the guys in the MLS, even now, as much as they improved, like in the Premier League, you have to motherfucking run. You better not have asthma. You know. I don't know if there's that much emphasis. It's almost like they're LARPing as Premier Leaguers in the MLS. And I don't think that's that much of an insult, right? It's definitely, yeah, I don't think it's that much of an insult. So. It's not as, you're not going to see like you saw today with Celtic and Rangers and those pinpoint passes. You're not going to see that shit. No. You're not going to see the smart defensive plays.
But on the flip side, it's not like when I used to turn on a game on ESPN in the early 2000s and have to see guys who can't complete a pass to save their life.
No, I'm at the point now when if Europeans say something bad about the MLS, they better know what they're talking about, and they better say the things that are actually wrong with it, other than just like kind of open. It's just straight trash. MLS is not straight trash. That's not true. It's in fact,
no, it's not true.
MLS
historically, you got an argument. It's taken a long time for it to become watchable.
Looking at Red Bull star man, the Scottish international ex-Celtic player Lewis Morgan, 13 games a season for New York Red Bulls. I think he's going to be the main man for them today.
Yeah, I'll see.
He scored in the game. We scored in the game we watched against Inter.
I think we've made Green Man a Red Bulls fan.
That's the thing about it.
I know Lewis Morgan. Lewis Morgan used to play for Celtic, obviously.
Yeah.
I kept denying him. He's done very well in America. He did very well when he got a move to New York City FC, and then he got moved to Inter Miami FC, where he done well, and he was like a top performer in the league. Now he's moved to New York Red Bulls. I think he's been there for like 4 seasons, and every season he scored like more than 10 goals. So like, and like he was generally considered to be trash at Celtic. Like he wasn't getting a game. So like it's good for him, like going over there and reviving his career.
Well, I think it's the best Americans can hope for is we get the older player like Thierry Henrys and the.
He's really young. He's only like 26.
What's that?
He's only 26. He just didn't make the grade at Celtic.
No, it happens.
He's went over there and he's done very well.
No.
Well, that's what I hope for. That this is a training ground for the big boys. And I think it's the best we can hope as MLS fans. And you know what? We're lucky because we're going to get some fucking like legendary players that are on their way out. And I think that's always going to be the story of America. It's literally America's original.
We're going to be the actual farm league.
we get a couple guys that are on the way out. We get to see them, and they seem to be getting younger. Beckham was only 32 when he came over. So Thierry Henry was only 30 when he came over. He had a lot to give.
Bro, say whatever you want. For the rest of my life, I got to see Andrea Pirlo play live. I can't put a price tag on that. It doesn't matter. It was at the end of his career. I still got to see him take a pitch.
Donatoni, I think, played for Metro for a year. If I'm not so you were a kid then, though. You were a kid.
I was.
I always forget how much older.
Morgan's name
I remember Zlatan as well.
Zlatan, it might be the greatest MLS player that ever lived. I mean, I don't know if that's like a crazy thing to say.
It's not true, no.
Who's better than him? He's got more. He's got more fucking goals than apps.
Jovinko was fucking.
Jovinko, Montreal, yeah. I think he has.
I was telling people who I knew.
All right, let me rephrase that. Zlatan is in the fucking conversation. And is best MLS player of all time. He's in the conversation.
Definitely is in the cover, but I think Giovinco is just the man.
He's low key. He's always low key been one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
I always felt so bad about how underutilized he was at Juve. They would put him in like the 85th minute, like he's supposed to do something.
Yeah.
And they barely used him.
Got his move to Montreal and just destroyed that week.
No, Red Bull Park looking good. Nice pitch today. I think I remember that guy when he played for. Who's the Red Bull coach? He looks familiar. He played for Team USA. I recognize him.
Lewis Morgan in the Red Bulls team today. I think he's the man you should be watching out for. He's the top goal scorer for New York Red Bulls.
Morgan,
Yeah, I'm surprised how much he's revived his career in America.
Morgan's the only reason we're fucking in the playoff hunt. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
So you do know about Lewis Morgan?
I know a little bit about him. I didn't know he was. I didn't know he had a story in Celtic. I'll be fair.
He was brought to Celtic as a youth player, and he never really done much. And he got his move to. I think his best thing, he scored in a European match for us against a French team. That was like his biggest moment, and kind of just didn't do it. But he's went to America and done very well.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Before they kick this ball off, I'm gonna go pour a cup of coffee with a little Sambuca. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm going to
go
get myself a drink.
Go ahead.
Jesus,
Who's this keeper right here for Philly?
Big Nick, you enjoying the stream so far?
It's alright, yeah. I just wish I understood more about the MLS. Cause
Well, you know what? It's
possibly.
football. At the end of the day, it's not that
football.
much. It's football at the end of the day. You don't have to.
We're not going to just sit and talk about the MLS. So we're going to bullshit like we have.
Yeah. This is not like we're relax.
No, it's not like I'm annoyed. I
Just be
like,
a
feel like
be a
passenger.
glory hunter. That's all.
For fuck's sake, he's a fucking passenger, man. Tommy.
And there we go.
Fucking take me off
Kicking
the
off
tickets.
right away. I gotta grab this shit when they give me the chance to grab this shit. Okay. I gotta make 2 grabs on this one. Here we go. Hang on. 1 and a 2. 1 for the score. And that's nice, but it didn't grab what I thought it would grab. That's interesting. Let's see if we get that for you. Bow. Interesting. Didn't grab what I thought. All right, we'll try it again. Keep an eye on the game for me in case I miss anything. Good. Try it one more time. Desktop. Huh. Looks like Philadelphia's going to have an opportunity right off the bat. We'll get that scoreboard up for you as soon as we possibly can. Here we go. Red Bull, Philly. No, it's not. It's kind of weird, man. It's not grabbing it. Too weird. Maybe we can glad.
All right. I am back.
Welcome back.
Is there any more Italian way to watch a soccer game?
It's not
Coffee
letting
with
me
Sambuca.
grab. It's so weird. It's not letting me grab anything. That's a first. It didn't let me.
You can't grab the scoreboard?
No, it's not letting me grab it
What
at
the
all. I
fuck?
literally traced it twice. Let's do this again. And that's crazy. The one thing I didn't think we were gonna have a problem with, and we're having a problem with it.
Yeah, we usually get away with it. I mean, worst case, you could always use Google, right?
Yeah, just use Google, bro.
No, because it's not. No. This pisses me off.
He said, "Fuck a Google."
Fuck you, Google, bitch.
Like Mark Zuckerberg, calm down.
Fuck yo, Google. It's crazy. Remove.
God damn it, this is delicious.
Desktop capture, smart capture.
Oh.
Come on, man. Don't give me a hard time. I don't get it. It's not.
People ask me how I drink coffee at night and I'm still able to go to sleep. Sambuca.
It's crazy. It's not. This is the craziest shit ever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening.
Yeah, I've never had this problem before. Remove. All right, well, maybe we can do this, and then I could do something really crazy like that. No, I don't think it's going to work, is it? That's still pretty big. How's this going to work? We'll try it.
Yeah, that's cool.
See if it works. Well, let me see if I can capture it. Let's say 1, 2. No. Nothing. No, it's like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. What the fuck? We did this like last week and we never had a problem. Why is every stream like this?
I have no clue.
Oh, you know what I think it is? I think I got it. I think I got it this time. All right.
You got it?
I think. Wish me fucking luck. Let's get the fucking clock in there first off.
Fingers crossed, boys.
Yeah, here we go. No. Of course not.
No?
No.
What
I
the
don't even know.
fuck?
I don't even know why. I don't understand. Let me. I have an idea. Let's fucking close it. Start it off. We'll get in there. We'll get in there like swimwear on a fat chick. Fuck it. We're gonna get in there. We're getting in there. I promise. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe I should reset the computer. I fucked if I know. There. Blah, blah, blah. Display capture. Smart. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And there it is. I don't know.
Yeah, buddy.
That's the first one. Yeah, I think I know.
Got him.
It was yeah, there we go. Now we just need the clock. I'm in there. Yeah. I know it was wrong. I
got it.
You know what? A lot of these things in the early days are going to be like this. I know what was wrong this time because I had shit zoomed in as it was. And
you know, I just had a daydream.
Growing pains, Tommy.
Yeah, growing pains.
I started just having a daydream there about Celtic beating Real Madrid in the Champions League. Oh my God, they're going to get my hopes up.
Listen, if you guys, if we can beat Bayern, you guys can beat Real.
Awesome.
We'll see how this week goes.
I don't know.
See if Celtic beat Real Madrid and Rangers in the same week, I might die, mate. So I don't know if I'll be here to see how it goes.
Smart. Come on, Tommy.
There you go. We've got the snakes down there. We've got it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If we beat them, I'm gonna celebrate like it's a World Cup win because that's big.
I think the games against Barca are big.
What's that?
I think you could do well against Barcelona.
Yeah, I think that's the game. I think us and Barca are gonna be fighting for second place.
Yeah. Oh, but there's a chance Barca could just fuck you as well, with all due respect.
Of course. No. Listen, Lewandowski.
Even just him, if you look at the full squad, man, they've still got like good players.
Yeah, Kessie is fucking incredible in midfield.
Kessie, fucking Depay, Frankie de Jong.
Yep.
At midfield, Kessie and Frankie de Jong's a great midfield.
Yep.
Rafinha, who they got from Leeds as well.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski, though, is the big one, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. What the fuck? I'm really trying hard, guys.
He's working. He's gonna do it.
I'm really trying hard. We're gonna get this one day, I promise. I so want to watch this. This is what happens. I don't get to watch the first part of the game because people hate me. I don't know what it's about. All right. Well, I'm assuming that works.
I'm enjoying watching the first half game.
All right. And then let's capture the clock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Ah, clock's ticking.
There you go. There you go.
There's clock's ticking. Here we go. All right, good. There we go. Let's watch this game. Oh, right off the bat. Is that a yellow? It's got to be a yellow. Yeah.
I'll say that's a foul.
Right off. You can make an argument to set him off on that one. Who is that? That guy's sweet.
I don't think that's a red.
No, definitely not.
Took a scoring chance away. Hold on.
No, he didn't.
Did he dive?
He was too far away from the goal.
Yeah.
Was it a dive though?
He wasn't at the ball yet.
Oh, he tripped! He tripped! It's not even a foul. It's a yellow card. He didn't even.
Wait a minute,
bitch.
VAR?
I wonder if Jacob Kidd is not bitching about a card that he clearly didn't deserve, and I'm saying that as a Metro guy. Like he tripped. It was not as good as the officiating in football sucks. I don't care what league I watch. It's just always the case. He tripped. He's not even bitching about it. He's like, well, fuck it. The ref's an idiot.
Professional, bro.
You don't see that in Europe, and they're supposed to be more professional than we are. And not only that, we have a dangerous penalty. Or excuse me,
I would have been arguing that.
Oh, I would have too. You didn't touch him. Here it is. Oh, off the wall does his job. And Philadelphia is able to clear. And I'm, as a Metro fan, I'm actually kind of glad they did because I wouldn't have felt good about that goal. You know what I mean? I would not have felt good about that goal.
Yeah, we gotta turn him into a real football fan. A goal is a goal, Tommy.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
If the ball is in the net, fuck how it got there. It's in the net.
I don't think you flipped me on that one.
I don't care how dirty it's gotta get in. get in the fucking net.
No, I can't do that. It's got to be honorable.
Listen, the pretty goals are way nicer.
First of all, I like this guy already because it literally has not phased him that he got fucked 6 ways to Sunday. You know,
Yep.
It has not phased him.
All you got to do is not commit a crazy foul again. The ref will be fine. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He could commit a foul, and if it's not egregious, the ref won't yellow him.
Tolkien limping. Keep it going. Keep that blood moving. You'll be all right, buddy. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. It hurts. It hurts. It always hurts. Keep that. Yeah, he knows. He knows. I like that. Number 47. Tolkien on the Bulls. Free kick.
Is there a lot of diving in MLS?
No. I would
Not
say
really.
No, I would say it's no worse. I would say it's a little worse than the Premier League, but no worse than any other European league. Is that fair to say? I don't think it's as. I don't think it's as. It's a little worse than the Premier League, but not as bad as some leagues in Europe. And I'm going by a 2010 standard, you know. But I don't think he dived. I think it was. I think. I think.
Was it on his trip?
I think the Red Bull player just tripped. It happens.
Yes.
Have you guys ever been a full run and just lost your balance?
Yeah.
It's happened to me. I don't think he was trying to draw. I don't think there was anything to that other than what you saw. The guy fell. It happens. You know?
I've done it while playing soccer, too.
Yeah, sure.
People probably do that and then end up claiming they've been out of nowhere.
I just can't believe
just
that the Union player, that Blondie, who looks Swedish as fuck, didn't bitch. That thing gets me. And I don't have a problem with bitching. Maybe he should have bitched. No.
It's bitching in its place if there's something to bitch about.
That was something to bitch about. He didn't do a fucking thing. All right, I don't like that, what you just saw, because he clearly is not. Another card coming out. See, I think the ref got fooled because he felt like a scoring chance was taken away. I bet this is going to be nothing. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think he's fine, and I think he's selling it. He slipped, and then he acted like he was like foul. He was slipped. And
if he maybe, I don't know, he's probably drawing it a bit too much, but
yeah.
I don't know if you hit, like, I know when you run in that sort of position, you stop, your knee buckles the next thing you know, you're in a lot of pain.
I think he sold it a little bit, but I know what you mean. You fall on your ass and it hurts. You know, he fell on his tailbone, in fairness.
Yeah.
But he definitely sold it a bit. He wanted to get that right attention.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm glad there was no card in that play. I bet that.
To be fair, I definitely see what you mean. This does feel like a cheaper version.
It's a cheaper version of the Premier League. Some of these guys have probably played in the Premier League. You go look at the roster. Go look at transfer market. You probably will see guys like, oh, I remember him. You know,
a lot of them come up from like second tier teams and stuff.
Yeah, I remember him.
You get that a lot.
Is there like a lot of loans as well?
You know, I don't see too many loans at all in MLS. Actually,
you don't see now because the season runs so contradictory to.
There's a forward.
It's the transfer window is different. So
yeah, it's different. Like I think their transfer window has been long closed. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're just about to go in the playoffs. So the teams you're seeing now are the playoff teams.
Oh.
They're pretty much locked.
How do we feel about the David Beckham team into Miami? I think we've sucked their balls a little bit. We like them.
Galaxy? Well,
no, Inter Miami.
Inter Miami? I don't know. I don't know why you and Joey like them so much. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. It's David Beckham's team. That's why Joey roots for him, because they're fucking because he's a Manchester player.
It's Bearcom's team.
Yeah.
Well, nobody seen the meme? There's Bearcom. There's Bearcom.
There you go.
Ooh.
That was a crunch.
It was.
Ow.
Red
Germans don't
Bull's
say
got
ouch,
good
they say out. Oh, no, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Well, that's a foul all day. I don't care if he sold it or not. Put his foot right behind him. It is weird that he pulled that yellow so quick on the first one, and the guy tripped, and he's going to let something like that slide. You know,
Why'd you landed on his head? You see that? Oof.
he did. Elderman. This could be a really huge win for Metro. I mean, do they need it? No. Are they going to fall off by the season? Probably not. But you want to set a tone before you playoffs, because if you're gonna, if Red Bulls are going to go deep, they're going to run into Philly eventually. So why not set the tone right now? That's the way I see it. You want an MLS Cup, you're probably going to have to take it away from these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, they're going to...
Here we go. Speaking of which, wow.
They're fighting for the Supporters Shield. That's it at this point.
I might need to go to half time, by the way, lads.
No worries, bro.
No, don't worry about it. We got this.
Man, you've had a long day today.
What else? An hour if we're in live. So what are you worried about?
Cheers, lads.
Users rights. VR is good with flaws. It changes the context of plays. 2018 World Cup Finals handball call was a perfect example. You know what he's referring to? 2018.
France's first goal in the 2018 World Cup was a VAR call. So it changes a lot of the times you wouldn't. VAR is used in an instance where it should be or supposed to be where the ref didn't see it or couldn't see it.
Gotcha.
And the French handballed it in the final that didn't get used.
Yeah.
This game's been kind of ugly. I think it's fair to say so far.
Yeah, it's been quite.
It's kind of ugly, chippy.
A little rough and tumble.
It's not pretty. This is not pretty stuff. I got to be honest with you. Like, this is probably not the best impression if you're watching MLS for the first time.
So it's AKA I'm a salty Croatian, bro. I love the Croatians, man.
This is a little rough and tumble here. Here we go. Oh, we're gonna walk it all the way in. No. Metro gets a shot on goal, but it's not. It's definitely a save you have to make.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah, all day, every day. Do you think Green Man, he's still here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Joey's not here because you beat him in poker?
I will hope it.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna bust his balls about him tomorrow. I promise.
He tried so hard, but like he was try-harding.
He's trying. Well, I mean, something. Give that guy a red card. You see that? He said he wanted to become like you guys. That's 2 yellows. Set him off.
I think the pot was £20. And like we went to head, and he actually didn't say a single word for like 20 minutes and didn't speak. And like the full time, I just kept on trying to like wind him up.
Oh really? And he kept quiet.
Yeah, like no, I just like keep talking to people like randomly.
I gotta start. I gotta get back. Who won the 5-card draw championship?
I don't know. I stopped playing I've not played the last 2 championships.
Oh yeah. Aren't you the
club
champion?
I don't want to. I tried to play the last club championship, but I was 15 minutes late.
Joey's the club champion.
Yeah. But I didn't play the last one, to be fair, because I was 15 minutes late, so. The Paradox is.
Paradox is a good player.
Yeah, shoot. I don't think Joey's got watched him, but not. Joey's a good player as well, but as I told you earlier on.
All right, Red Bull looks like they can make a play happen here. They're just outside the box.
They
control. Ooh. Here, big cross coming up. And no, bad first touch. No.
I think what happened is I think Joey was pretty confident it was going to win. And surprised he didn't.
He's probably been drinking. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah, he was.
So, Joey has enough discipline to go to bed.
Oh, sorry.
Joey has enough discipline to go to bed. He knows when he's been beat.
Yeah. I'm going to and then after this.
You're going to half. That's fine. I'm going to bed after this. I wonder how long I'll sleep.
I might even watch this game in my bed, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I've only watched like this game in 1 hour, but I'm actually shocked.
I gotta be honest, this game looks, even by MLS standards, pretty sloppy. You know?
Yeah.
I'm thinking a lot of the touches they've took has been quite poor, like a lot of the first touches.
On both
Like
ends.
that red-
But I gotta be honest with you, I like the way Metro's playing. I think they've controlled the
I think
ball
they've been
a lot
better
more than
too.
Philly did so far. Not well by any stretch, but they definitely have had more control.
Red Bull have been on top of Philadelphia for sure.
Sure. I think it's fair to say. Actually, you gotta understand something too. Like Biscuit's New York, so he's rooting for Philly. Are you? Yeah, you would probably be rooting for Philly in the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an NYC fan.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that one city has
Yeah,
two
Red Bull is
straight
actually 3 points ahead, so
There's only 3.
of NYC.
Yeah, well, it's not like.
3 points.
It's not
But
like
if they
NYC.
drop the points,
Yeah.
that's big.
Exactly. Get you back in there. And we're getting well. There's 3 weeks left in the season. I don't think.
I
But,
know,
well,
honestly.
like we said before, you just need the playoff spot, and
Yeah, and I think both teams are pretty.
we're 10 points ahead.
We're looking
of,
at 2 playoff teams here for sure. I don't think
Seven,
anyone's going to
yeah.
drop off the
Yeah,
map.
just before we go on, boys, I'd like to big thanks to fans for the day. We've got over 500 views in the 2 streams we've done.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Well, so,
we're having a good weekend.
well, you know,
Great.
hopefully Green Man will put up more content on the main channel and just get better as it goes on. So I appreciate it.
Do like weekly roundups.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do.
kind of want to do that. That was kind of the original intention, but my
Oh,
own
you're getting
fucking
feedback. Give
my
people
own
what they
job
want.
has been difficult to get around that. You know.
I think you could do that in 1 hour.
Yeah, it'd be like a full scale podcast.
You could do that
I'm
in
always
1
better.
hour.
I'm almost better doing a podcast than chopping it up. You know.
Do you want I could come up with a list of the results and like things we could like have it scheduled.
Sure. That's true.
Nick,
I should have went over
would
that
you be
clip
interested in seeing roundups with just England or
That-
like every country?
that fan from Sporting KC that caught one right in the face on a set piece. Now that's football. Have you seen that? Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Nick, would you be interested in seeing like roundups for every country or just England?
I was
Sorry,
gonna say
what?
if you wanna,
Nick,
wanna
he's talking to you, Nick.
Yeah, would you prefer
I thought you said
roundup?
Nick, like Nick Diorio.
Yeah, I thought he did too, but he said something worse. Oh, almost from the back of his heel, but still makes a save down low. Philadelphia head, but Red Bull's clearly in control in
Wait,
Philadelphia's
okay,
half.
What was the question?
What do you want to see from
think-
us? What do you think would work? We're interested in your opinion.
I don't know.
Me either. That's that we have the same problem.
If you wanted to split it up, I'd have no problem like doing a weekly video called like Cultural Corner or something, and I round
Yeah.
up the Serie A games of the week.
I think,
Well,
we
I tell you what. If you made your own content and said upload this, I would totally do that.
would
all
you
right.
actually-
Yeah, I would totally do that if you're comfortable
That's
doing
good.
that. You know.
Would you want to do like a Serie A thing to go?
I'm totally fucking down.
We'll do a Serie
Yeah,
A
send me the audio or something. And well, here's the thing too. We're gonna get our caricatures in
Yep.
soon enough. So it's probably gonna take a few weeks, but we'll all have caricatures and stuff like that.
Yeah, give it a little time.
Yeah,
Biscuit, will you be on tomorrow?
and I'll give you guys.
I should be on.
I'll give you guys
Oh,
full
those
access to your caricature when I get them. I'll give them to you in all their glory, and you can do what you want with them in your own with your own content as well.
I'll drop you a message tomorrow, Biscuit.
Yeah, I'll be around. It might be a little bit later in the afternoon, but I'll be around. For me, in the afternoon for me.
Yeah, you record it, send it to me, and yeah, I'll put it up there. Serie A podcast, fuck it.
It seems like a good idea, bro.
Yeah.
I am so fucking excited for this channel. I know I say it all the time. I'm so excited for this. This shit makes
Yeah.
me so happy. This is in my blood, man.
Yeah. Well, we got it. Well, here's the thing,
I mean,
too.
the
If it
World
doesn't
Cup
work
is
out,
really
we got
gonna
a pretty good football watching club. You know,
Yep.
we're in the World Cup. This is going to be amazing doing this.
Yeah, that's when it's really gonna start.
It's really
I think
good.
it's been a great goal, by the way, check this.
Am I the World Cup? Am I gonna have to buy a U.S. jersey this year? I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
I'm
I've
too
got a
fat to buy
German
any
jersey.
jersey. I just bought fucking like 5 jerseys. I'm too fat for all of them. Handball, New York, but they missed it.
I'm going to support whoever England plays.
No, you're not.
That's what I do. I support everybody who England plays.
Just support somebody like who everybody would
No,
hate.
I support whoever England plays. Whoever England plays at that moment is who I'm supporting.
I don't believe you.
That is true. Like it's not even just me. It's like everybody in Scotland.
No,
It's
Catholic.
Scotland out, isn't it?
Yeah, we never we never qualify for anything. So that's why I say everybody in Scotland supports whoever England plays.
Do they really? Are you telling the truth?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
are you busting balls?
Yeah.
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 Why would you root for the U.S.?
Yeah, well, when they play England.
That'll make the English mad. You should root for the U.S.
No, see, England. Well, when they play England.
What's the US though? Let's be honest.
Well, we
it's not
have a
bad.
tendency. We have a flair for the dramatic, and we.
That is true.
We
That
have
is very
we,
true.
In 1952,
Okay,
we knocked England
Mr.
out of the whole
American
fucking
LeBron
tournament.
James, and that's pretty much it.
That's not really true. I think
And if you think you don't think it was dramatic, look at fucking 2010 London Donovan's goal when he took it to fucking coast to coast. Well, actually, it wasn't
Yep.
coast to coast, but he got a huge pass, and we were getting screwed in that game left and right. There was 2 goals fucking way back because of offsides that were clearly won against.
That's I think Basket will agree with me that this is the best
It
of
was a draw, wasn't it?
Until World Cup.
U.S. kits are for the World Cup at this point. I haven't even looked at their kits. Let me see.
No, they're not out yet. There's only rumors. They haven't.
That's
They've
good.
not released them. There's.
This is the best. This is the best ever team America's had going into World Cup.
Yeah,
Maybe.
to be fair, it's one of the best teams I've seen. I can remember.
Like every single.
Oh man, yeah, it's a leak. Ooh, I don't know about that. That's it. They're not terrible. If that's it, they're not horrible. Is that Nike? Yeah, Nike's doing the same design on all their shirts now. With
All I
that,
want
like,
for the
extra-
Americans, I
Manchester
want
has
them-
it too. Barca has it.
The only one thing I want from the Americans. Oh God, that hurt.
Yeah.
2 players going for a header inside the box in Philadelphia's end, and they both collided. And a Red Bull player, I don't know who's down, but they're down right now.
I don't know if anybody agrees with me with this, but my favorite United States kit was the 2014 one with the red, white, and blue stripes. I love that shirt. I thought it was
I can't
cool.
remember it.
Actually, you know what I should do on this? I should probably put you guys pay attention to this chat. I'm going to listen to the announcers on my end.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So you
So yeah,
got-
usually they
you
show
got-
up
you
and
got
stuff.
chat
They,
dudes.
they're not. They look clean. They don't look. I don't think they look like straight garbage. Like I said, that's just kind of the thing they're going for, Nike. I don't know why they're doing that with all their shirts, but that's what they're going for. I like that the US badge is nice and big in the middle.
Surely.
I would buy that. I might just do it.
I've only seen the Adidas ones though.
Was that?
I've only seen the Adidas kits. I haven't seen the Nike ones.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the Adidas kits for the Euros as well.
Yeah, I like them too.
I bought the Germany one, the away kit. I thought it was really nice.
Let's see. I'll put the article in the Discord here. Yeah, all the Nike ones look like that now. It's got that weird line of stitching over the chest.
They're
I don't
checking
know.
him for concussion issues.
Yeah, no, I think it's his leg.
No, he collided heads.
Did he?
Yes, he collided the Reyes. He collided heads. Number 4 Reyes, Red Bulls. Yeah, he's showing them that he's ready to play.
Yeah.
It does look all right.
Usually when there's a head injury, they take him off for a minute.
Yeah, it might be. But,
I see what you mean about the USA kits. I do like, yeah.
Yeah, all the Nike kids do that now. That's just I guess they're trying to uniform everything.
Okay, if every country does that, that's a bit.
Not not every country. I mean, it might. I don't know how many countries Nike has, but
Yeah, but I don't know. if they just have that same sort of planned style. It's just like, I don't know.
See, like I know it's funny looking, but these are my favorite US jerseys. I don't even care. Just
What, the ones from '94?
Yo, firecracker popsicle. I like them.
Yeah, that was it. He was showing them he's okay. Reyes.
Yeah.
He looked a little rattled to me. He looks a little sleepy too, Reyes.
I mean that could just be him.
That could just be him. That's fair enough.
Eustace, you like the 2018 US kits? Yeah, those actually weren't bad. Those are pretty cool. I like those too.
Ooh, pretty play.
Ooh.
Pretty play.
An American nutmeg.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you got it on purpose or not. But here's the through ball. That's gonna be offside though.
Offside.
Yo,
Where's Morgan?
miles offside.
There you go. There's the man I was talking about, Wes Morgan.
That was a second off.
Yeah. Good call by the linesman, though. He was.
Yeah. If he had seen him making that run a half a second earlier, that was on.
Thank you, correct. But I have to say that we're 30 minutes in now. It's been all Red Bulls as far as the attack's concerned.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
I think Philly's okay to chill out because they're on top. They're getting their playoff spot. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're 10 points ahead of the next.
You got at this point. You have playoffs to worry about. You shouldn't necessarily be worried about. You don't want to injure anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they got a legitimate shot. They're probably thinking more about Austin and in LA than they are New York. Oh, cards come out.
Oh.
Yeah, Burke takes a yellow card. I think it's a little. I got to be honest with you, considering what refs let them play with, I really don't understand that yellow. And perfectly honest with you, he's let a lot of these guys play physical. He swallowed this whistle. I don't know why it was so necessary to make that yellow card, unless. No, I don't think that would be the case either. I think it's just a bad call. I don't know. This is not the best ref game I've seen. This game has been sloppy. This game's been sloppy all around. Red Bull has trouble in their own zone, and Philly looks like they're going to get a no. Looked like Philly was going to get a throw in their own in a dangerous position for Red Bull, but that's not what ended up happening here. So Red Bull gets the ball.
This game might very well end 0-0, honestly. I know it's only the first half, but
Could be, sir.
Yeah, it's been very. I don't think our teams look good on the ball.
It's sloppy. It's been sloppy football. Well, let's be honest here. I'll call it.
Yes.
We've been pretty
Probably
lucky with the MLS games we covered. Them quite good, and this is not one of them.
I was gonna say, we've been spoiled by that
We've been
game, and we
spoiled,
watched.
yeah.
We
What
watched.
do we expect? I think another thing too is we got two teams on top of the Eastern Conference, and it's not that
It's
great.
mad. I think I've been impressed with Red Bull. I think Red Bull have created some decent chances, played the right stuff. So it's not been awful.
The passing's been trash.
I think it needs a goal. The game needs a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as entertainment, but I don't know. The goal's not going to prove the passing on either end. And Philly,
This was always the argument that people who didn't like soccer would always give me. Games are always 0-0. They're not really when the teams are good.
I think with Americans, they don't pick up on the subtlety, of the game.
Yeah.
That well, Red Bull are working their way in just outside of the top of the box, but
my
number 11
God.
loses control while he's going in, and
when you
easily broken
when
up
you
by-
use the right stick, but you don't know any of the skill moves.
Oh yeah, he hit the right stick and it just didn't do anything. You're playing. No, you know what happened is somebody hit the right stick and he didn't have the skill to pull off whatever move he executed.
He just looked at the player.
He didn't know. He didn't have.
This is it. You try to do a skill move with a 1-star skill.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened there. Cards have coming out. I don't know what that's all about.
That's been holding him back. I
don't know. What is with this referee? He lets so much go early and then he pulls out one card. I don't know. I don't know if that's a card.
I think he just got card happy.
Yeah, it feels that way. But everything's going to Red Bull. Jackie Elliott picks up the yellow. I don't think well deserved. Both Union center backs have a booking already. That's a huge advantage for Metro.
If they can get somebody ready.
We got it.
Oh.
Are you gonna pull a card on that?
Another yellow incoming.
Yeah, on Morgan. I mean, no, he's not. I do not like. And look, it's going in my favor. I do not like the way this game's being reffed. I think it's trash.
Yeah, that New York Miami game was a good game.
I think this is
referees
trash.
like that happen all the time though. Just very inconsistent.
Yeah,
It does seem that way. I feel like he's afraid he's going to lose control, but it's already done it anyway by being inconsistent.
Can I just say, Barry, how shite are Rangers? Honestly, man.
Glad you're happy.
Honestly,
on the high, bro.
So happy for
honestly,
you.
man, they're just shite, aren't they?
You might feel different after Wednesday, but
I hope they do well. I want to see a Scottish team do well. To be fair,
See if we beat Real Madrid, man, right?
that would be
Even if Real Madrid beat us 5-0, mate, it's still an achievement. Who cares?
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love it if one of your players just try and snap one of their legs just for the fun of it.
I don't think
agree.
we'll do. I think we're going to come out and play very attacking football against them.
might as well.
I think-
It worked thus far.
That's
You
what
know,
we-
that would be insane.
First of all, a basic show of respect. It should just be. Doesn't matter what you think of the other team. Play. You know what I mean?
Play.
Yeah, no, like-
Play like an
Actually,
asshole. Play.
it'd be so
No, but-
unlike the play. Like, why would they change their play style? Oh, geez, Red Bull has a big shot right
Oh
here. They blew both.
We
of them.
shouldn't change up. We shouldn't change our play style.
no! Talk about drawing. He immediately got back up. Oh my god.
People are saying that we should change
I
our
gotta
play
be
style.
honestly, like Philadelphia's getting fucked here. But you know what? If I had a criticism for Philadelphia, they're playing lazy football. They don't seem to be engaged at all. You know?
They're playing like a team who doesn't have anything to
Anything
to
lose,
defend.
and
They don't.
that seems to be the
I
case.
just wait to say that Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship night.
Did he really?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He dropped Roman Reigns.
No, Roman
Reigns-
won.
No, he didn't. Fucking Drew won.
Oh, don't listen to Green, man. Go look that up. Don't
Yeah, I already saw the clip. He retained.
Of course,
You're wrong.
they've taken that title away.
No,
From him.
let me see.
Who told you that misinformation? They're not gonna take it away from Roman Reigns now.
I don't know why is Roman Reigns winning that title, like beating Drew
Been
McIntyre.
like
in the
he's
UK.
had a longer run than
Honestly, they did a press conference after, and it was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen. He walks in, sits at the table. One of the press guys sends him and goes, Roman, I got to ask you, how did it feel to walk in and defend your championship in an environment like this with all these crazy fans and, just in this huge packed stadium? Roman Reigns stares at that guy for at least a minute solid, not joking, a minute, stares at him, then stands up, picks up his belt and goes, acknowledge me, and walks away.
What?
That's how you build a heel.
That's pretty funny, yeah. Yeah, Roman has just got himself in the Hall of Fame with this last run of the last 2 years for sure.
It's almost like I've been saying that since they brought him in. It's almost like somebody like me who's watched wrestling for 33 years knows what I like in wrestling. I've been saying since the beginning, make him a fucking bad guy.
Yeah, yeah, they try to make.
And I know I'm the armchair Cheeto guy. I know.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of problems with WWE in general because they don't know.
Well, things have been slowly getting better since Vince had a dip.
What a shock! What a shock!
I mean, you got to give the man credit. He was probably getting all the pussy.
He got too much of the pussy.
5
minutes to go in the
much.
half. We're in the 40th minute, folks. Oh.
Yeah, halftime coming up.
Oh, wait, what's that? Tyson Fury came out?
Yeah, yep.
shit.
Which means they're probably gonna, what is it, the Saudi Arabian show?
Tyson Fury, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You make the right call there on that one. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. No, he didn't. You bastards. Elliott knocked out and gets a throw in. Bad call by the linesman. Just all around garbage. The way this game's been called, the linesmen are blowing calls, and the football's choppy. I think it's the best way to call it. I don't even know another word for it. The football in this game has been choppy. Is that right? You think it's fair?
Yeah, it's
Choppy
yeah.
football. I don't even know what that
Very,
means, but it feels
knuckle-like.
right. You know?
It's been. I don't think it's been as bad as you're making out to be. I think you just have a high standard. I watch like a lot.
Yeah.
Scottish
Well,
football.
no, I don't think so.
See, that
because
group,
I've been
man, that's
watching
what
a
I'm
lot-
saying. Like, we've been
I've been
spoiled.
watching a
with
lot of
games.
MLS,
Watch-
and I've seen better. I'm judging just by MLS. I'm not judging by European.
Right.
standards.
Well, even the last MLS game we watched was way better.
Yeah,
than
it's
this.
better than this. It's trash. I think it's.
Yeah, but I
something to
think
complain about. It's
I
trash.
don't think. I think a lot of the same things you're seeing here. You've seen the last game we watched as well.
All right. Oh, Morgan managed to steal it away, and I think he worked himself right into a corner.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
Big corner
That went to the left.
for Red Bull coming up in the 41st minute. I think so.
I
Good
think
stuff.
Lewis
Good
Morgan's
hustle
most
by
likely
Morgan
back
here.
to giggle.
Yeah, he got him. He hustled it out, and yeah,
That's a good tackle.
it makes a good tackle, but that gives a Red Bull an opportunity here. Tolkien
Yeah, it's a
taking
throw.
the big kick, the big indirect kick. Hey, lady, how you doing? Here it is.
I always say
Tosses
one of
up.
the things I love is I love
Oh,
seeing
jeez. Nobody
defenders-
home, but a strike right to center. And off, just
my
wide,
God.
right to the net. Choppy football. That's
Lewis
what I call
Morgan
it.
with the shot.
Choppy football. Strike. Oh no. Number 5 on,
Morgan.
who is that? That's the same guy that actually created the, boy, talk about
Lewis Morgan.
redemption.
Yeah.
Number 5 on Union, the guy who actually created the play or put it out. No, but actually does it again. So we get
I
another,
think Lewis
as the
Morgan's
Germans say,
starting to look good here.
Eckball. Eck in Deutsch. Eckball. And there's another lousy fucking corner.
Yeah.
right in.
Oh,
right
let's,
with,
let's get back.
yeah. Let's go. Boy, they can't
Fuck's
keep
sake.
any, Philly
Oh,
can't keep
wait a minute.
anything
Oh, good job.
going. Oh, they're looking for the
Red
Red
Bull
Bull.
with a
Looking
decent
for, they're
chance
just
to-
outside the top of the box. And Philly breaks it up. This is just choppy football. choppy football.
I was gonna say before, after that tackle that led to the throw-in, I really like seeing defenders celebrate a good tackle.
Mm.
That makes me happy. I like a good
No,
tackle.
no.
Like Skriniar
Who's
does it.
that
Like
great-
Chiellini would do it a lot.
Who is that great AC Milan fucking
Maldini?
defender? Yeah, Maldini. He's just
Yeah, he's on their board now.
He's on the board now. He's one of the greatest players that ever lived.
Yeah.
Nobody would even
Yeah.
know it.
No,
I'm
made
talking-
defending
when I say
a
greatest
fucking art.
players, I mean greatest players.
Just if you've never seen that guy play, just go and look up Maldini
It's just
highlights.
Sick and
Just
twisted.
look at his
Love
perfect
defense.
tackle. Just
You should watch
perfect.
all his highlights that's available.
fucking perfect. He never missed the tackle.
Actually, he
Yeah, listen,
was
do you know how
quoted
much
as
the Premier
saying
League
something.
spent?
I'm going to paraphrase because obviously he probably said it in Italian, but he said that if he had to do a slide tackle, that means he already made a mistake.
Yep.
That's the way he looked at it, and that's something, and that makes sense to me. Is playing goal? Yeah, if you saw him do some kind of spectacular tackle, that means he misjudged the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was.
But yeah, listen to this, boys. English Premier League spent £2.25 billion on transfers this season.
Bro, Premier League tax is real.
Mate, that's ridiculous. Just to give some context, that is more. So one team in England, Nottingham Forest, spent more money than every single English second.
Oh, I
division
saw
team
that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
and every single Brazilian football club put together. But Bournemouth spent 27 million on one player, which is more than the entire Greek league they spent this year.
Insane.
Bananas. I say it all the time. The amount of money in the Premier League is just
Here's
Buckets.
no one of the top 10 players bought this season. Okay, the top
Yeah.
10 spending teams this season. 7 of them are from England.
yeah. I believe that. That doesn't surprise me in the least bit.
Jesus, that's so good. Philadelphia is probably the
Do you think that's
most
what
they've
you think?
controlled the ball in the first 45 minutes right now. Philadelphia, they've really not done much with the ball.
Do you think the English Premier League is already a Super League?
I've heard that.
I
Comment.
mean, if you
terms
just
of
from a
they can
financial
outspend.
standpoint.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, that's why I think clubs like Real Madrid and stuff like that, I think their owners have been very keen for a Super League because I think they've been losing like as much privilege on their league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I don't even think English teams are that good. I think they waste a lot of the money they get. It's just they inflate the market, so it makes it harder for teams to. I think other teams can
yeah, that's
grow.
exactly what's happened. When
Yeah.
like I was talking about Juve before, when a team puts in a $25 million bid for a player, and another team comes in and says, "Well, here's $105 million." Like,
Yeah.
dude,
It's the English Premier League teams are willing to give like money to bang average players as well.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's also like players that.
I'm not talking about like the big teams thing. I'm not talking about like Liverpool, like Chelsea, Manchester. Like obviously they're
Talking
signing
about
the
Brighton
best
and
players in
shit
the world.
like that.
So yeah, I'm talking about the rest of the teams there. They'll give like
Ooh,
really bang average players like.
Oh
80
Jesus,
grand.
God! Oh. Red Bull almost looked like they took a huge foul in their own box.
Oh.
But not quite.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Oh,
What
what the
happened
fuck
there?
was that?
Somebody went down like they've been shot.
Heart attack.
I think there's a snipe. There's a snipe in the building.
I think this is the end of the
We're
half.
seeing a
boys, so-
snipe. One of the Red Bull players have been sniped. It's a
Oh,
straight
there you
up
go, there you go.
dive. Disgusting.
He took the shoulder.
Let me
He took
see.
the
Did he
shoulder.
Oh, come
Look,
on.
look. Bop.
Yeah, he took
dead.
it. Yeah, he
He's
intentionally
dead.
did that.
All right, it's a foul, but you're not dead.
Intentionally did it, but he still took it.
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed, boys. But just
Take care.
It's been
We're at
good
the half.
streaming
We only
with
got
you,
one more
man.
half to go. No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very fun, bro. We'll talk tomorrow.
Take care.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot
I'll
of
give you a
football.
message.
Same for me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
This is the third
Yeah.
game that I've done today, and I've done 4 streams. I don't think I've ever done 4
Are-
streams
Do you want to kill yourself yet?
in my life. No, not really. What's the chat say? They want me to kill myself?
Have fun?
No, I don't.
They want me to kill myself?
It's Saturday. I don't know the fuck do I care. I don't think I'll be around next Saturday. I got tickets for mine, so I think it's next Saturday. I think
Okay.
it's next Saturday, so I might take a little time off. No, I'm not complaining. There you go. That's a half.
That is the half.
Yeah.
0-0.
Yeah, sir.
A sloppy game.
Sloppy, choppy.
A lot of missed passes, a lot of bad crosses.
Mm.
An MLS product, some would say, but
Yeah, but I don't think it's fair though, because like we've seen better football this all season.
yeah,
You know?
we definitely have.
And I'm not like defending American soccer here. I don't have to. I don't care. I don't care that much to defend it. You know, but we've seen better than this, and this looks kind of trashy. I'll be honest with you. But you know what? It happens at the highest level too. I think we're having a
Yeah, of course. So sometimes you get a bad day. Everybody has a bad day at work. You know?
Yeah, well, but it seems to be like the refs are having a bad day. Philly's just not showed up barely, and it doesn't like it's like with Red Bull. It's like thank God Philly didn't show up. You know, that's the way.
Oh yeah, they be getting trashed.
They be getting spanked. I mean, really, Philadelphia in this half has only had once reasonable, what I'd call a scoring chance. Otherwise, it's all been Red Bull. But I think a lot of chances are squandered, or at least chances that could have been a little closer. You know, I think not impressed. Not impressed.
Cincinnati's at the 20th minute, and they're still 0-0 against Charlotte.
Cincinnati and Charlotte.
They each had a shot and none on target.
Well, guess what? You're taking the whole stream yourself. You and Batman over here. Because I have to clean something else. But we'll definitely be back as the second dance starts. I'll be back when the second dance starts.
Yeah. Oh well, Tommy, you're actually leaving me by myself.
What happened?
Oh, is he gone? My man is gone. Didn't even hear me. Well, I'm a one-man halftime show. I mean, I think we've said it throughout most of this first half. I think I sipped my coffee here. It's not a pretty game so far. I think neither team has shown up. I should have brought this up before. I got nobody to contradict me anymore. But I kind of feel like I understand why the playoff system is here. And to people who aren't American, it's how every other sport in America works. And I feel like one of the reasons why it works better in other sports than it does in soccer is because I feel like they're playing the way they're playing now because Philly doesn't have to give a fuck anymore. There are literally so many points. I mean, it's only 10 points, but there's so many points ahead with only a few weeks left. Even if they do nothing, even if they don't show, if they lose by default, they're still getting their playoff spot. So I think it kind of it relaxes you. But then again, if you're in a really shitty league and you're 15, 20 points ahead with 3 months out, it's going to probably be the same difference, right? You're not going to play like your life depends on it. I don't think. I mean, that's just how I see it. I think Philadelphia is comfortable. So is Red Bull, right? I mean, they're not as far ahead. They're at 48 points. NYC behind them is 45, but what they have to worry about is Miami. Miami's in 7th at 36 points. Red Bull would have to drop quite a few at this point to drop out of the playoff running. If you look at the matches here, unfortunately I can't switch the screen because I'm not in Tommy's house, but I'm looking at it myself. Let's see. I'm looking for the next Red Bull game. Red Bull has to play New England next on next Saturday. And then what do they play after that? Oh, they got to play NYC. It's 1:00 in the afternoon. I don't think I'll be home for that. So I say if I were, that'd be a fun game to do. So then they have to play NYC. And then let's see. They got to play Columbus. So it's 4 games and then Charlotte. They got 5 games. 5 games. Red Bull has. In order for them to drop out, they have to lose at least 3 of those games. So even if they keep drawing, they're not really in too much danger. And at this point, I don't think they're gonna drop that many points anyways. So I think what you get here, is just 2 teams that are kind of chill, at least for this week, until it looks more dire. And to be fair, like I said before, I don't even blame them If what I think you should, I mean, we already have a few yellows, right? But I think that's because of refereeing. I don't think that's because of crazy, egregious fouls that have been going on. If they are playing the way I think they're playing, just to chill, I don't blame them, right? I don't blame them because you have playoffs coming up, and this is the disconnect, the difference between the way the Europeans run the football leagues and the way the Americans do. You have playoff games to worry about coming in a few weeks, right? Why would you play your ass off now, a month out, right? Because playoffs are going to start in a month, 3-4 weeks. Why would you play your ass off now, risk injuring your guys, crazy tackles that don't need to be, just why would you risk all that when you could keep everybody healthy and be ready for the playoff spot that you already secured, mostly? Yes, miracles happen, crazy shit happens, but you've secured it. You're not really in danger of not being in the playoffs at this point. So it makes sense. It would make sense as a coach to go, all right, guys, we're gonna play. Don't go crazy. Relax, sit back, wait for a counterattack maybe, right? Don't push the shit out of the game. There's no need. And the same to Red Bull. Red Bull might be 10 points behind first, but they still have their playoff spot. You know what I mean? So again, why would you, if you're in third place, why would you push it? It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's always great to finish higher, but you don't have to risk yourself. You don't have to risk your players, your roster depth, In Champions League, you sometimes have teams rest their players. Exactly, Meth. Sometimes you have 2 games or whatever, but you've already won. You've already gotten enough points. Yeah, you stay a little time, and then they'll rest a couple of guys from their starting 11 and use their rotation players or somebody from the reserves. You know what I mean? And that's fine too. Some might say that might be slightly disrespectful to another team. I don't know. I think if you get a chance to rest your players, you should, but Philly has a playoff spot 1 month before. Philly, yeah. So Philly is in first place. They have 58 points. Montreal is in second place with 49 points. Philly is in no danger. Philly is in no danger at all. They're chilling. That's my point. I think that's how you get a game like this. You know what I mean? And I think it's fair. I don't know. I think if you're if you're Cincinnati right now, you'd be playing a little bit harder because you're tied. You're tied with Miami. You're one spot. You're not in the playoffs, but you're tied. So a win or a draw tonight puts you above Miami, at least for now. Speaking of which, let me go check that game. They're still 0-0, is it? I wish Tommy had put that up right quick before I got up. But they're still 0-0 in the 27th minute. So that might be a little bit more interesting. I don't know. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm busting my ass right now, though. I'll tell you that. Because that's it. It's down to it, and you're fucking close. You're right the fuck there. I would assume that's a good game. But yeah, Medeiros, Philadelphia has no worries. It's been that kind of a season for them. Like I said, they got 5 games. So I mean, there is no threat. I mean, yeah, you want the first place slot, but and again, you're not really. You're like we were talking about before. You don't necessarily want to be the team that draws Philly in the first round of the playoffs either. So there is that. But yeah, man. Yeah, Cincinnati started a half an hour later, which is weird. I think they would have started at the same time. Are they playing in Cincinnati? Let's see. I think they are. Yeah, they are. They're in Cincinnati. I wish I could change the game. He's going to laugh when he gets back, and he's going to realize it was only me talking this whole time. He thought I had somebody else's voice. Everybody done left. When is, let me see when NYC's next game is. Because, I'm the NYC guy here. Oh, okay. NYC plays New England tomorrow night. I might watch that. I don't think there's going to be a stream. But I might give that a little peek. Should be on like Yes Network or whatever. Yankees are partners.
I want to talk about why I hate women's football.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. I love this conversation. And by the way, Tommy, I just want to let you know, I was running that by myself.
You did a great job. I don't know. and I was thinking while I was eating yogurt or whatever the fuck I was doing, smoking cigarettes.
While you were jerking off, it's okay.
No, I was eating yogurt and smoking cigarettes. Come on. But I was thinking I hate women's football, not because it's women's football, because there's no filter for women's football. So like it'll say like Chelsea Liverpool, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
wow, it's women's Chelsea. Like I thought I forgot. Like it's not really Chelsea.
That's the
Liverpool.
thing about American women's football though. They're not affiliated with the MLS, so they're
really?
all their own teams.
So absolutely nobody goes to see them then. So they're not called the Women's LA Galaxy or anything?
No, the women's New York team is, you ready for this? Yeah. Gotham. They're called Gotham.
I'd go see that, sure.
I'm sorry. Gotham is a low key insult, right? Because that means you're supposed to say your city is in the fucking shitter, right? That you need Batman. Why would you name your fucking football team Gotham?
Well, no, because Gotham is the name of like London would be a Gotham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be cool if an MLS team was named Gotham. But men's.
They all have to have the Batman logo though. You know?
Men's. Like, am I crazy, chat? Am I wrong here? Am I out of line? Like I really wish, like, especially in the zone, they have filters. Like you can just like football. Why can't I just have men's football? You know, I'm just thinking. Like,
do you know why? You know why you can't do that? Because exactly why you can't do that.
Because
politics.
It's racist.
That's why. They will call you. You'd be a sexist if they gave you the ability to filter out women's sports. They would be canceled on Twitter because you're giving the people the ability to not look at women's sports.
We could use a filter. Tommy, I have video of stopping a possible fight of Jessica Pizzle on the stage going after a girl that threw water on her. Well, send it. Send it to me.
That whole thing was a fucking shit show.
That was fun.
Imagine paying to go to that.
Yes.
You're fucking dumb.
Yes. I imagine paying to go in that and being silly drunk and saying it was the best time of my life. Yeah, I could totally see it. 100%. Yeah, I'm all for it, and then some. You know.
I want to go twice.
But no, I don't like being fooled. It's not like I don't think women should be allowed to play football or even professionally. If people are willing to watch it, that's great. But I don't think they should be allowed to call themselves if they're men's teams. I think it's quite a tease. You know.
Well, I will tell you this. It's a little bit easier in say Italian. Like I follow a lot of Italian teams on Twitter and Facebook. Okay. When they're talking about their women's team,
yeah,
you know, Latin languages are gendered, so you see it.
That's true.
Right away.
Well, I speak a little German, you know that. So yeah, I understand that.
So if you're not looking at it in English, you'll see it right away.
I see.
Even though the team name is the same,
when
they refer to their players, they're going to refer to them.
Batman took a walk, huh? I don't like calling him Batnig. Call me crazy.
I don't blame you. Look. I don't care. The only reason I would care. The only reason I would care is because I know someone's going to try and cancel me. That's it.
I would call him the N-word if it was okay, you know. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't call anybody the N-word if it was okay. I think it's a terrible word and terrible thing to say. But I hate the fact that I have to talk like a baby so I don't get canceled.
Yeah, you know? Of course. The modern internet, bro.
Like he calls himself Batnig, and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's literally his name. Like
I wish you'd change it. You know, like take some stress off a white boy, please.
Yeah, can you change it so that I'm not worried about getting banned every time you hop in the fucking call?
Exactly. Stop it. Just call yourself like Sam. You know. I could.
I do wonder how that canceling would go on Twitter. Well, what'd he say? Well, you know, he called him by his name.
Called
Oh,
a
what's his
young
name?
black man Batnig.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's true, but
But that's his name.
that's what he wants me to call him. And like, what do you want? Like, well, you should know better. Like, not to call him by his name. Like, what am I going to do here? All right, we're starting off kickoff. Hopefully, there's less sloppy football.
Football again, so we don't have to get banned anymore.
I really want Red Bull, though. I really want a goal here. But
It'd be nice. I was explaining it before while you were up.
I can see a scenario where like Philly just wakes up and just dominates Metro completely.
I mean, but like I said, why you want to risk putting that kind of pressure on when you have big games coming up? You know,
it looks like the Philly's ready to substitute everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
I gotta tell you, the turnout doesn't look too hot tonight either. See all those empty spots?
Yeah, there are some empty spots, but I bet they get a good 20,000 in there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much tickets cost. Where I grew up, I could take New Jersey Transit. I mean, they have a stop right in the Red Bull Park. I mean, I didn't grow up going there, so it's like completely alien just talking. It might as well be in East Jabib. But yeah, they have a stop. I saw the stadium in 2017, and I was really impressed when I was coming back from Manhattan. New Jersey Transit. It really is a beautiful park. It's almost like Red Bull doesn't deserve it because they never pack it. You know, they packed it a little bit when Thierry Henry was there, but yeah.
Well, I mean, when you have Thierry Henry on your fucking team.
Yeah, I know.
That's why MLS signed that exact purpose.
So it tells me if Thierry Henry played for Portland, it would be more like playing for, like, he wouldn't be able to go anywhere. But he literally took New Jersey Transit into Red Bull Park with the fans back then because they didn't. But they're like, "Hey Thierry, how you doing? You gonna have a good game?" And Thierry's like, "Yeah," and they left him alone. Now try that in London. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, of course.
Did
you see that? There was a video. Speaking of which, that came out of some guy who followed. Apparently, a bunch of the Man U players took the train when they left, and some guy followed them and was just asking them questions.
Yeah, making them crazy. That's why I don't take the train.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lucas Podolski made this thing when he's playing for Arsenal. He's like, I take a cab. And I know, like, because, like, he's like, I have a nice car, but I don't need to show everybody my nice car.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yep. I'm sure he does have a nice car. Lucas still plays, by the way. He's not retired.
So, of course.
Lucas Podolski.
No, I think, didn't he just retire, Podolski? I thought he did.
If he did, it's literally recent.
I think it was like last summer.
It must have been like weeks ago. Oh, no, off the post and in.
Oh, there it is.
Number 7. You're right. It looks like
Philly 1-0.
We got a goal 1-0, and I can see this happening. A lot of, you know, and if Metro loses this, it's really going to be on them because it's like so many missed opportunities with a choppy game of football. Choppy, very choppy.
Oh, he actually plays for a Polish team, apparently.
Oh, he's on his final.
On May 19th, Podolski agreed to a 1 year.
He also owns an ice cream shop in Cologne. You know, I'm not even joking. It's like that's his thing. Yeah, that's his thing. Nice game with the left foot.
That's one of the things I always say about sports too. When you're working any job that demands physicality from your body, that's not going to last. Father Time is going to outpace you.
Correct.
You should be looking to use your money to do something else when that time comes. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you end up like a pro wrestler who's in a wheelchair and doesn't have any legs.
How do I say this player's name? Ure?
Mikhail Ure. Yep.
8 goals in his last 12.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
Good.
Not at all. And the refs trying to hand this game to New York, and they still couldn't do it. And Philadelphia seems to be waking up. Although I don't know, you never know what this ref is going to do. You really don't. I think he's terrible.
Let's see. Nah, just there. I think it's just a throw-in. Yep. What? No. Okay. Free kick.
Gotta.
That's not a bad long ball.
No, sir.
It wasn't a terrible pass, though.
I wouldn't say so. I wonder if I can change my notifications here.
Oh, there's a goal in the Cincinnati game. I was talking about that before.
New York is controlled. They've had the ball 54% of the time. 4 shots.
Cincinnati's up 1-0.
And Cincinnati just scored. I just got that notification now.
Yep. Which means if the
shots on
score stays that
target,
way, they're in 7th place now.
I mean, I literally felt that on target. Oh, wait a minute. We just got another notification out of Cincinnati. You want to check that one?
Wait, another one?
Another one, just in the last second. Is it tied up?
Google still has it as at 1-0.
Refresh.
39th
I literally, that's my second notification.
I don't know, maybe it was just a glitch. The goal was in the 38th minute. That's all it's got. Yeah, I see 1-0.
1-0 still. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, what a throw. Here it is. Red Bull.
Oh!
Philadelphia is looking like they're playing.
I feel if Philly goes up 2-0, it's game over at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's been so...
Just because of the way the game's going, not because it's impossible.
God, who could play that? They were just lifeless in the first half.
Yep.
Absolutely lifeless. And now moving the ball around.
They're moving the ball around.
They got a goal.
Maybe they got a little talking to by the coach.
Possibly.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was completely off. Maybe the players had that headspace, and the coach was like, no, you go out there, you fucking play.
Maybe they don't give a shit and they're that so much better that they don't have to show up till the second half.
Maybe they were like, listen, we're going to give them a whole 45
Maybe Red Bull
minutes.
sucks. You know, that's possible.
And then the first half ended 0-0. They went,
Maybe.
okay. Gazdag. So yeah, I don't know. We didn't see it earlier when we were watching the Inter game. You know how before the game the players all walk by each other and they shake hands?
Say that. Looks like we got a nice donation, $15. Under
Hey!
Soccer is football. Well, thank you.
Agree.
I agree.
Football is
completely.
soccer is football.
Correct. I'll take that money and I'll bet on. I don't know. I think I'll just take the money.
I think I'll go buy a sandwich. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, sandwich.
So before the game started,
so how are we going to split $15?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a good question.
It's your money too. I think whoever starts it.
Why? Thank you.
We gotta figure. Yeah, no, I think it's fair. I think I'll share them. Not shot from the point. That shit's mine. But yeah.
I want all the shot from the point money.
No, you're getting none of it. None of it. I don't make that much money. I'll split this, though. I think that's fair. Thanks so much, Watch. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Fucking bad. Oh wait.
Beautiful. Oh no, Red Bull. Oh, Jesus.
Oh wait a minute.
Christ.
Oh my God. How do you miss that? How do you get paid to play professional soccer and you look how close he?
Awful. Just.
Oh my God.
I think he's kind of shocked right now. We did pick up the corner. Oh, God, they almost have to convert if they want to think about winning. I feel that way. It's probably not true. We're going with the short corner.
Yep.
They hate these. You know why? Because they're easy to fucking break up, just like we just saw.
Yep. So yeah, like I was saying before the Inter and Milan game, Biscuit wants that Todd money.
What? Was that guy drunk? The fuck is going on here?
When the players were shaking their hands, we mentioned it during the game. Calhanoglu
Morgan making a move in, but
wait.
He's...
Wait a minute.
They're trying. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh shit!
No, Ref didn't even move. He didn't even move, and I honestly think that might be the right call. Jesus, they can't do anything. The defense is just
nope.
The Philly defense is just on it. giving them no room, no space at all. And they can't, nothing's working out. But, Red Bull keeps coming up with the ball after seemingly bad play. After bad play, the cross comes to the middle, but Philly's able to knock it away, but not out. They're back in the box.
Still in the box. Yep. Ball staying in play.
And a body check from, and this looks like it's going to lead to a set piece.
You know what? You play advantage. Wait a minute.
They're good, dangerous territory. Red Bull
they're giving Red Bull the
by
kick.
by Burke, who I think already has a yellow already.
I don't know. How do you give? I don't know, man.
It's a body check. Burke hit him with a body check. He's lucky he doesn't have a card. And I think he has a card. I'm going to check on that. See who's got a card for Philadelphia. Well, Fernandez coming in. They're going to try to shake things up. Union also making changes.
Fernandez is a midfielder, so yeah, looking to have a little bit of an engine. I think some fresh legs in the middle.
Must be a coach's game because it's being so poorly played.
Alejandro Bedoya, he was good for the U.S. team too. I don't think he plays internationally anymore. It is
like he wants to get in there.
Let me see.
Set piece, Red
It's
Bull.
Alejandro.
And here it is, and Philly's be able to break it up pretty clearly. Oh, here it is! Red Bull, big save by Philly. Another one. Two turned away. The opportunity lost.
That was like 3 rapid fire saves.
A huge.
Red Bull cannot convert shit.
Fernandez, who just subbed in for Red Bull, gets a huge opportunity. And it's just pushed away. No, he didn't get a piece of the second one, the keeper, but...
Here's one for you, Tommy. Bedoya was born in Jersey.
Yeah, because all the greatest American players are born in Jersey. I told you. Where in Jersey he's from? Who'd you say?
Hold on. He was raised in Florida, though, but...
Wait,
it doesn't say. It just says was born in Jersey, raised in Western Florida.
Had he not been born in Jersey, he would never be in the MLS. He would be playing pro football. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
funny.
pretty sure he doesn't play for the national team anymore. But he was pretty good. I liked him. Yeah, how? I don't understand how they've missed a million close range shots at this point. Dead in front of net. Anybody remember Fernando Torres?
Fernando Torres. Yeah, Liverpool, great. I don't know why we've got the clock frozen. Let's see if we can take care of that. Huh?
Yeah, what the fuck?
There we go. And we're back.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that was the game right there.
I mean that's emblematic of everything that's gone down, right? They just can't.
It feels that way.
They can't do shit for a team. For a team that's in third place, I mean,
yeah.
You feel they got to do better than that.
Yeah, Blake comes up. He hasn't seen a lot of. Blake came out huge for Philly. That was a great save. He didn't make the second save, which I initially thought he did. The replay showed it otherwise, but
I'm not trying to overly shit on them. I understand, panic in the box, bodies get in the way. I understand that. But you had like 4 shots.
No, they had plenty of chances in the first half too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
It just hasn't looked good. A lot of opportunities on it. It almost makes Metro look like a team that can't finish. It's kind of been an issue.
New York can't do anything in the box.
No, fair enough.
Foul? Nope. I tell you, there's been a lot of get it back to the keeper moments.
Sure has. I can't believe I followed Harry Maguire fan club back, and I have no idea who it was. I thought it was Green Man, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I followed them back. They followed me.
well, I think I did follow.
Yeah, I
them.
did follow them back. I don't know who they are.
Actually, no, I didn't follow him yet. Manchester, England International, Man United club captain. Can't get a game for the love nor money. It's got to be English. So give us a follow, lad. I didn't. Follow him here. Oh no, I must have followed him on. What do I have? What account do I have here? Active. Harry Maguire. No, I didn't. I shouldn't follow my main account. Harry Maguire fan club. What am I, nuts? I'm unfollowing the Harry Maguire fan club.
I'd be willing to bet there's going to be some funny memes on that account.
I'm following with the other account, not the main. Not fair. Harry Maguire fan club. I'm starting to feel sorry for him.
Harry Maguire, hey man. It is what it is. He's really not that good. And that being said, he's
put an England jersey
I could never play against that guy. I would get a fucking
well, we're talking, and when we say when somebody's not good, we're talking in relation to professional football, not how good we are. I mean, you're not as good as, well, no shit, you know. I mean, I'm sure he's the boss.
I remember one time I was playing just a pickup game at the park, right? And this guy comes on. This guy was in tip-top human condition. I think he said he was from like Ghana or something because we were talking. And he was like, "Just pass me the ball." Right?
Yeah, look at you fat fuckers. Just give me the ball.
Bro, this guy fucking took off.
So
I've never seen a human run like that.
So he's right. All you have to do is pass me the ball. Make things simple.
Yep, no,
Did
he's
it
better
work?
than me.
Did it work? Did it work?
It worked.
Yeah, I figured. Bunch of Italian guys, like 5'10", good team, 10, 15 pounds overweight, maybe worse. Up against a Ugandan god.
Like 0% body fat. Just a fucking machine.
The best be the ball. Okay. We make that happen. And hey, Carmine.
Oh, look at that. He outran all of us fat fucks. Look at that.
Hey, Carmine. Yeah. Pass him the ball. Okay. Good job. All right. There you go.
Yeah, Anthony. What? Pass him the ball. Who's that? Don't worry about it.
Tony. You know him? Just pass it to him. Why? Look at him.
Why?
He looks like Adonis. You fat fuck. Pass him the ball.
He was Ghanaian Zlatan that day.
Yeah. Best to be the ball. Jesus Christmas. Oh, Red Bull sucks. A terrible team. I'm almost like waiting for them to get. This sounds terrible because I guess they root for too many teams. I want them to get eliminated so I don't have to worry about them for the rest of the year. It's so terrible because I know they're not winning the fucking MLS Cup. This is simply not happening. They don't have the personnel. They don't have the passion. Oh, look at this. Well, maybe I was wrong. He's passionate.
There's a passion there.
Here's a passion, right? That's and it's gone. And it's gone.
And you know, you lost the argument with the ref.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He's trying to draw.
Oh, wait. That's off them, dude. The other guy who ran in kicked that out.
Oh, he's
Look.
he's diving. Fuck him. He's diving. Stop your whining. He dived.
It should have been a corner.
First of all, it should have been a free kick for fucking Philadelphia because he fucking took that guy out with a body check and then he dived to fucking make up for it. I'm sorry. Sorry, Morgan. Not impressed. Not impressed.
That's what happens in Medeiros. That's what happens when I play baseball with Venezuelans and Cubans. Yep. Let me pitch him bat fourth. Yep. Let me tell you something. I used to play baseball at the park too. Living in Bronx. When a Dominican guy walked up, here you go, sir.
Too funny.
It's like they do the World Baseball Classic every now and then.
Riddles.
Why? Just give it to the Dominican Republic.
I love Tolkien because he's just dirty. He's a filthy, dirty Red Bull. He's always like covered in green and dirt. He's a hustler.
Yeah, that's good. I was about to say, he's playing.
If I had to say he's best player of the team, I mean, honestly, he's always involved in the action, making stuff happen. Too bad the rest of the team seems to be asleep at the wheel.
Like I said, in football, I love defensive play. I don't think they get celebrated enough.
I can't remember. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Nothing makes me happier than a botched slide tackle and a ruined career.
Somebody laying like Peter Griffin with his fucking arm up.
Yeah, his arm. Yeah, he's doing one of these. Yeah. What happened to my leg?
Did you ever see? I bet you haven't seen it. I should find the clip when Carlos Tevez.
I hate break. I can't watch them. Don't send it to me. I don't like when. Lost the stream second.
Yeah, a little bit.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Thank you very much. We're back. 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Oh, Jesus. It's just ugly football. Well, we were. It's still like Red Bull's controlled. More shots on target. Well, immediately only one more. More passes. Passing accuracy, they're up by 9 percentage points, 69% to 60. Less fouls, less yellow cards. They don't have a card among them. More corners. They really, if they lose this game, they should be kicking themselves in the nuts.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
But like I say, how mad can you be? Playoff spot.
I suppose, man. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you want to stay sharp. You want to win. Google
You know what? They have playoff stuff. I don't know. My team could completely fucking...
Can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's up?
Yeah, my Discord just started lagging. I couldn't.
Yeah, I wonder what was going on both ways.
The stream's going at like 1 frame per second now. Jesus Christ!
You can't see the stream?
I see it, but it's going at like 1 frame per second.
All right. I mean, am I having a problem over here?
I don't think it's you. I think it's me.
Well, let me go check my shit.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
My shit's good.
We're okay now.
All right. Oh, it's you.
I think the PC I'm using for Discord is the GPU is dying. I gotta get a new graphics card. It keeps fucking. That's why I haven't streamed on my channel.
It
on crashes time. Every 3 seconds.
Let's make a bunch of money and
yeah, let's just get rich.
Let's get rich and you can buy whatever computer you want.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Philly with a break. Nice through ball and a dish over to the corner. And a huge save by the Red Bull keeper. Huge. Probably saved that. Yeah. Say if they have any shot at winning this game, it'll
just kept them in the game. Oh, and we got an injury. My leg.
Cornell comes up the big monster save here. Monster save by Cornell. Bow. Actually, I like him. I think he serves the team well.
That's crucial. That keeps Red Bull in the game. 100%.
Absolutely. You know, if they pull the draw here, then we can give the point to him.
Yep.
Right there, because I don't think Philly, if you figure they're ahead, they're going to make a fancy pass. No, I think that was the right pass to make. It was
100%.
I don't think they were just being cute or anything right there, Philly. I think
what would be the dick thing to do would be to be selfish and take that shot when you're at a bad angle.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think you make the argument before the pass is made. You could Definitely not be selfish and take that shot for sure.
I'm reminded of an Inter game back when we had Icardi and we had Pablo Osvaldo, who was nowhere to be seen anymore because he turned out to be a piece of shit human. That it was almost that exact play, but Osvaldo, instead of passing, decided to take the shot. Icardi and the ball, and he missed completely.
I missed.
Icardi runs up to him in front of everybody and is screaming at him in front of everybody.
Yeah.
The next day, they released Osvaldo from his contract.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Selfish cunt.
Yep. Like
No, but I see it the other way too, especially in the German league. Like you could have buried it there and you try to make another pass because you show you weren't selfish.
Yeah.
Don't show me you're not selfish. Score. I don't care.
No, if you can, decision making is a big thing.
But I
if
think
you can, take the fucking shot.
I think that was the right decision. I think it was the right pass, and I think it was an incredible save by Cornell. That's just my opinion. What do I know?
No, I agree. You're right.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Keep it with another little save.
Blake goes back. He puts it in the air. Only 20 minutes to go.
I know. There's just a lot of failed long balls in this game.
Sloppy choppy.
Yeah.
Sloppy choppy.
Long balls don't seem to be anybody's forte on this pitch.
I don't feel like Red Bull's out of it. I think Philly is not.
Philly has not
impressed me all that much, considering they're so dominant this season. This is not. Yeah. I never feel like we're out of it here. Sanchez moving the ball up. He's going to take it his whole way, and beautiful play by
good tackle. Damn good tackle
by I think his name Fletch, number 31. Back gets a big play, but throw in for Red Bull deep in Union territory.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you've ever looked at the Red Bull website to look at like the roster. They actually mark the difference between international and homegrown next to players, and I really like that.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Well,
you know who's from.
I actually go to a Metro Stars website. They refuse to change the name of it, and they're still. They're like, they're still. I should send you the website. They refuse to change the name of the website. Yeah, and
what?
They still cover. I think they've covered just about every season. Let's see if I can. Well, we're not put on. I'll see if I can get it for you. Hang on, I'll put a. MetroFanatic.com. It's all about Red Bull.
Wow.
Dead serious, and they will not call it. They don't go back on the deal. They're like, we're Metro.
It just says Metro Stars / Red Bull New York.
Yeah, Metro Fanatic.
Bro, this website looks like it came out in 2004.
Yeah, and it literally has and hasn't changed. But the articles are good, and it's no bullshit site, and you're not going to hear anything about anti-fucking racism or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia just makes this game pretty much unreachable.
Yep, there it goes.
Complete letdown. Don't blame yourself, Cornell. By the Red Bull backs, they just let them walk in. Quite disgusting here. The way Red Bull played.
Bro, you.
They walk in. I guess he was looking for a soft pass to his
center
back there. You're under pressure. They were looking to score, and you know what? That really symbolizes the whole game. You know, kind of right there. It's just everybody just taking it easy.
You're under pressure, and you're taking your time with a pass. You know what I mean? I would rather in situations like that. I'd rather you kick it to the sideline.
You're down by a goal in the 70th minute, and it's pretty redonkulous.
At least if you kick it out to the sideline and throw it, at least you're showing you were paying attention. You were in the right state of mind. That you were getting it away from them in that moment. When you're standing there just looking at the ball,
I know.
And they run up and just take the ball.
They kick the ball and you act like you've been shot. You know, like it's like some kind of violation has happened. You know? Disgusting. Philadelphia was barely a part of this game in the first half. Barely a part of it. They played awful. And they decided
I'm starting to feel like it was a coach speech. I really
little
believe
bit
that.
of pressure on, and they're up to nothing.
That was about to be a third one.
Here it is. Bad pass. Suicide pass, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And Cornell.
What's the keeper supposed to do at that point? He's got
Cornell
three
gets,
attackers in
Cornell
front
gets
of him.
food. He got fooled. I don't blame him though.
Those are the times when you yell at your defense. You left him with 3 attackers.
I don't think he even knew what happened. Who's he gonna yell at?
Yeah.
You all suck. I mean, what are you gonna do?
We all suck.
You all suck. Yeah. What's he gonna say? Cornell didn't even know what happened. He was just like, didn't I just fucking pass the ball to one of these jackasses? Now I got 3 attackers.
That's another one of my favorite things. When there's like set pieces and stuff, I love seeing keepers make the calls.
And now
guys where they should be looking at.
Now Philly's moving the ball a little more crispy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Stop trying to draw your way into this. You're not going to do it. It's like they woke up. Red Bull in the box, though, but I expect Philly to break it up, and I was right.
My stream seems to have frozen. There we go.
Super stupid.
Yep. Back to the keeper again. Reset the play.
That's 2-0. What the fuck? Didn't even say it on screen. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, it says what the fuck?
Nah,
It froze.
There's been an upgrade on XSplit, and you have to do a few things when you do this. So I'm learning. It's 2-0 Philly. Why do you care? Like Red Bull doesn't care. Why should you?
Red Bull doesn't care.
Red Bull doesn't care. Why do you care?
The moment New York reaches the box, they just get neutralized.
I think Morgan kind of cares, but other than that, I'm not sure.
Yep.
I think Cornell and Morgan cares. The rest of them are, they're banging some Puerto Rican bitch after the game. I don't know.
That's a fact.
They're
Is it just me, or does their manager look like Bruno Sammartino?
Bruno Sammartino. I know.
The rest
high school with him. I know a cousin of San Martino. I used to hang out with him back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And his last name, I don't want to say it. I don't want to give his name away, but he grew up near me. He follows me on Facebook. But it's and I don't even think they were that close, but I know some direct relatives of the San Martino family where I grew up.
So like I said, they're from the East Coast, so that doesn't surprise me.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he came to Pittsburgh first.
He came over from me. Yeah. He was there during World War II.
Yeah.
There's that whole story about how him and his mother hid in a mountain during the war.
That's a crazy story. They were going to execute the whole family, and the fucking the partisans came down and executed those Nazis at the last second, man.
Yep.
It's crazy. I wouldn't even believe if Bruno Sammartino didn't tell that crazy story. I wouldn't have believed it because that guy was so straight up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he said he said that they were about to be executed. But children, keep in mind, kids. We're talking kids from the ages of the ranges of 9 to about 14. And his mother said, hold my hand, we'll be in heaven soon. And at that moment, the Italians came over and they killed those motherfuckers. That's what happened to Bruno Sammartino. And then somehow, some way, they got a trip to the States after that. I don't know how they pulled that off.
Yep.
Because the father had went to Pittsburgh.
Probably the same way my grandfather did. He weaseled his way onto a boat to get over here.
Yeah.
Right after World War. My grandfather was captured. He was a prisoner.
Well, you know what happened to San Martino's is the father went to Pittsburgh. Bruno's father went to Pittsburgh and got a job. And then the way it worked out was, and keep in mind, this is an allied country to Germany at that point. Apparently, the San Martinos had said, look, Germans are coming. And they can kill us. And most of the neighborhood didn't really buy that. It's like, wait a minute, we're in the same team. And the San Martino family went up into the in the woods, and the Germans pretty much, nobody knows what happened, but they pretty much cleared up the whole town. So what she would do is zombie stuff. She would go out sort of like Walking Dead and pick up what was left over, and then she got caught one night. And then the story I just told you where the Germans caught her, and they were going to execute the entire family. And it was just in time for the, I think the partisans, or I don't know who just basically probably Italian communists at the last minute fucking kill these Germans for coming in there. But they had basically hid up in the mountains outside of the town he was from, which I can't remember, for almost 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, and crazy to think that's how that went down.
Imagine your mother telling you this, close your eyes, you'll be in heaven soon.
Yeah,
Imagine that
bananas.
shit. It's insane.
That's bananas.
It's insane. It's insane. And then some kind of movie shit happens. They fucking cock their guns, and two other guys come out like, ah! It's awesome. It's like a movie.
All right, I guess.
And then one of them becomes like the biggest wrestler of all time and an American icon. You know, like, go figure. You know, oh god, it just goes wide. Red Bull shoots way far out of the box, but I think it's a reasonable. I think you're down 2-0. I don't think that shot's completely unreasonable.
No, I don't think it's ever completely unreasonable, depending on the situation.
I
There's
think
a lot of guys
that
make that
is
shot.
an American way to look at things, because the way the Europeans see it, it's almost like even talking to Joey, like if it's not on target, then it was a bad shot. I don't see it that way. I mean, you're down 2-0.
I don't see it that way
put
either.
it on net.
If it's just around the post,
Yeah,
I see it as a good shot.
I understand.
And I hear announcers usually agree with me that way too.
Yeah,
English
and in this
too.
spot, take the shot. There's nothing wrong with it. You got 10 minutes. You're probably not going to hit it anyway.
That's how magic happens.
Yeah,
That's how you get those crazy bangers, because somebody says, you know what, I'm taking it.
Well, the Germans are tough, and the English are too.
Yeah.
They'd be like, that's a terrible shot selection, and I'm like, who gives a fuck? They're down 2-0. No,
Yep.
but that's not the way it should be. I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'd
If
rather
you
them
can,
take
get
the
it in
shot
box
and
to get a
miss
better odds.
and say, oh my god, that went right over the fucking woodwork. What are you doing? Than them not shooting and me becoming completely insane. You know.
Like I said, it's decision making. If you have passing options,
Sure.
get it in the box. The closer you are to the net, the higher the likelihood it goes in.
I agree, sir.
But if you're in a situation where the ball is bouncing back and forth, and you're a midfielder and you're outside the box and it falls to you, and you see space, why not?
Can't argue.
Like I said, if you
don't
take those, you get better at taking those.
I don't know.
and
I think it's an
more of those
American way of
are
looking at things. I do. I think Joey would argue with us. No, it's a terrible shot. You got to be
might.
better off passing.
He
Yeah.
might. But then again, when a player makes
Well,
that
then again,
shot,
they
everybody
needed help
celebrates.
winning the
You know what I
Second
mean?
World War, and we helped them. And Joey shouldn't be able to say anything to us about anything because of that. I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. Back-to-back World War champs. You're welcome.
Back to back world. We should. America should make wrestling belts that go in the White House and say World War champ.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. Back-to-back World War champs.
Better at war than all of you.
Acknowledge me. Although not
Acknowledge
me. Acknowledge me.
That's funny. I'm telling you, he looks like San Martino. I don't know why. He's not even Italian. He's German. Isn't he? No, he's
He doesn't
Not
lift
German.
weights.
he's from hold
I
on,
don't know.
Struber, Austria.
Austria? Hans
So he's basically
Struber.
German.
Is his first name Hans?
No, it's
That's a good
Gerhard.
name. Gerhard Struber.
Yeah,
That's very Deutsche.
yeah.
Gerhard Struber. My father-in-law's named Wolfgang. So
Really?
I can handle a Gerhard. Yeah.
A
Sure, he's here right
Wolfgang.
now. He's sleeping upstairs. Yeah, I'm pretty Deutsche at this point in my life.
I mean, you're basically German. You're
Yeah.
German.
Well, yes.
English.
No. I
How
don't
many?
consider-
Is there a lot of English speakers in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not one of them. There's no doubt about it. But I'm definitely not. I'm somewhat Europeanized, but I'm not one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I do things that I look at things and I don't freak out. Like one of the things about Europe, Europeans don't freak out about shit that Americans freak out. And I've long given out worrying about shit I can't control. Europeans are a little better at doing that. And like, oh my god, what are you gonna do? Like it's like they're not. Americans worry a lot. I think it's kind of.
Oh yeah, we do. I've always said that
They're
we're the highest
worrying.
strung people in the world.
And I think moving to Europe, like it was tough to get over it, and then Germans don't worry as much.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's healthy. So
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
say-
agree.
I wouldn't say I'm Europeanized, but I definitely don't worry as much as I did when I was living in the States. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I definitely get it.
I don't worry.
I think most Europeans are that way.
Yeah, it's just like I don't sweat the small stuff, you know. And so in
Yeah,
that way,
I don't think I ever
I'm
once
aware of it.
saw
You know
my
why?
grandpa.
You know why? Like I noticed that in this when I went home, and my father's like, "Well, what are you gonna do? Like, you gonna have enough of that ticket to Great Adventure?" I'm like, "Well, if we don't get the ticket, we don't get the ticket. But you'll be down $45, and then we lose $45." My family now, and I wouldn't have been like this before too, doesn't get that.
Yeah.
Like, did you buy too many tickets? Yes, I bought too many tickets. Now that I've been in Germany, I'm more likely to say, I probably should have paid more attention, but I'm not going to let this ruin my day. Whereas if I'm in the States, it's going to ruin my fucking day. I'm going to make myself ruin a day. And if I don't make it ruin my day, it looks like to other people that are going to let it ruin their day, seem like I don't care. What's the matter? You don't care? No, I just I fucked it up already, so I'm not going to fucking freak out. If any of that makes any sense. And that's
it makes total sense to me because that's the way I think.
Yeah, it is. But in the States, I let everything bother me. In Europe, after a couple of years, I probably let more shit bother me than the average German, right? But nowhere near as much as the average American from the East Coast. There you go. That's like a sum.
Like I said, I've always said
set piece for Red Bull, but Blake's gonna pull it right out of the air.
especially guys like us. We're all fucking high strung over here.
Yeah,
it's really not a healthy.
I'm not as bad as like. If you said the wrong thing to me and I could do something crazy, I would shit that I would never think of doing now. Some of that's getting old, but some of it's just like, all right, fuck you, man. Like if somebody says fuck you, you're a piece of, okay, whatever. But if somebody said that to me when I was in my late 20s or mid 20s, I feel the need to get in their face. I wouldn't even feel the need for that now. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a good example of that. Like the other day, I was driving with my mother. She was driving. I was in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy was crossing the street without looking, and we almost hit him because he just walked into the street without looking.
Gotcha.
And he flipped my mother off, and he started mouthing whatever
I
to my
got
mother.
out of the car.
Yeah, I rolled down my window and started fucking screaming
at least thought about it.
Yeah.
And if I didn't think about it or I didn't get out of the car, I would have cursed.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, I was
cursed or said something like, "I wanted to get right in front of your mother," And now, that might, over here, if that happened, I wouldn't say I'd blow that off totally because I'm still pretty high strung.
Nah.
It's like this: the guy was a couple steps away and I got out of the car. If he's across the street, no, I'm nothing to do about it.
He was dead in front of
me. You know what I mean? He's right next to me.
He's already gone. The moment's passed.
Fuck that. Yeah, so if it's an effort, then I could calm myself down. But if I was looking him in the eyes and he flipped off my wife, I think I'm getting out of the car to at least have something to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to hit him or I'm not trying to act like a tough guy, but I definitely would.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that either.
Another thing is Germans intimidate easier, so I can use that sort of New York bullshit to, the only time I've ever had to use that, they kind of folded quick, so, and I'm not, me, I'm not a pushy guy. Well, that's not true. You don't know me that way. You know me from Shop to the point where I am pushy, but outside of here, I think on Glory Hunters, I'm probably more me than on Shot for the Point because I'm relaxing here. I'm chilling. I'm watching football. So this is but yeah, when I'm doing Shot for the Point, I'm a lot more pushy, for sure. So I don't know. That's different. That's work. That's how I earn my money. So I'm a little bit more of a prick.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I care right now if somebody wrote "fuck you, piece of shit, you're a bad dad."
I consider moving to Europe. I wouldn't have to worry about getting shot while getting gas.
No, it's great. It's great. Well, if somebody wrote in the chat "you're a piece of shit, you're a bad dad" in the chat, I'd be like, "Fucking who cares?" If they did it in SMTP, I'd probably fire back at least to try to get some content out of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, I live in the Bronx. I don't really worry about getting shot when I go get gas.
You probably should.
Just saying. I probably
that guy that Puerto Rican guy. I was thinking of you. When that Puerto Rican guy he was about my age, that stabbed it and killed that dude that deserved it.
Yep,
a couple weeks back, looked just like you with a beard.
Yeah, he did.
It's a little grayer than you. You got a lot of color there still.
I found a gray hair today. My first one is right here.
It's a Puerto Rican biscuit. That guy. Well, that dude, he stayed.
I felt fucking bad for that guy. They threw him in jail.
I know. It's outrageous.
That's fucking.
And they wouldn't have flown him if it didn't go viral on the internet. He'd still be in jail right now.
Yeah, he got out and he goes, "I think I'm going to go back to the DR."
Boy, I tell you something. He stabbed that guy like he stabbed somebody once before.
I mean, bro.
See, I see this thing like everybody says, "Well, he didn't need to do that." Like no, I've seen that situation before where he's dragging him out. That's where the bad shit happens, and he knew that was coming, and he knew like this is where it ends. They're like, "Well, he hadn't done anything yet." Dude, he was dragging the man around. What do you think? What was he gonna do? Take him for a stern talking to?
You jump my counter and you're trying to round me. I'm gonna hope and pray that you're not gonna hurt me.
He pushed him to the ground not once but twice, and then grabbed him like, "Come with me, motherfucker."
Yeah.
And then the Puerto Rican man said, "We're done." Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're done here. We're done here. And it's too bad the guy died and everything, but fuck him. You know.
Yeah. Take your life in your own hands.
Actually, he wasn't that old. You know, he's younger than me. I think. You know that.
Did you see that clip? It was a few weeks ago. It came out from I think it was a vape shop in Vegas. An Asian guy owned it.
Oh, he stabbed
and the guy too. Yeah, the guys walk in to rob him and jump the counter. He just stabs the guy like 5,000 times.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
And the guy audibly goes, "Oh shit, I'm dead."
Yeah, he goes, "I'm gonna die." He survived though, strangely enough, you know.
He did, yeah, he did.
He isn't dead.
But that's what I'm saying. Like people got mad at that guy.
I remember thinking, like, yeah, you probably are, and good. That's
you deserve it. You're robbing somebody. They are allowed to protect. I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
How you slice it. They are allowed to protect themselves.
I don't care if you blew that guy's brains out of the back of his head. I don't give a shit. Bother me.
I seen a really good one a long time. It was maybe 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to rob a pawn shop.
Oh,
it was just a girl working there by herself.
That is the last place. Every one of these guys have guns. I mean, are you nuts?
It was just. I think they did it because a girl was working the counter alone, and he walks in with his mask. Right? And he tells her, "I need the money." The owner of the shop happened to be in the back office watching on the TV, the cameras.
Yeah.
He comes out with the biggest fucking revolver you've ever seen in your life and blows the dude away in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, and then sold it right after that. And he pawned it off for about $500. Yeah.
The dude goes, "Give me the money!" Bang.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Like that's how those things are supposed to go.
I saw a guy. I think it was on Unsolved Mysteries too, or maybe. I saw this guy, this Asian guy, was working behind a counter, and the two guys came in to rob him with guns. And unfortunately, the Asian guy, the guy working the guy working the counter, did die.
What's going on at the game, by the way? You see this? What the hell is this?
What's that? What's going on here?
Number
16 Red Bulls is talking to a fan. He's climbed into the stands. And the fan put the scarf over his head. Yearwood made a funny signal to him. What happened?
That kid is crying. What the fuck happened?
What did we miss? We're talking about killing fucking people and patrons. Let's see if I can get an idea what's going on here. No idea what just happened.
For whatever it was, he got a yellow. Yearwood got a yellow. Well, I don't understand why there was kids in the stands crying over it. Oh, wait.
Let me watch this play again. Oh, Yearwood just slapped. He's looking at a red card.
Oh,
he fired off and hit that kid in the head.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yearwood got frustrated after taking a penalty, fired the ball in the stands, and it hit one of the Red Bull fans. Kid not only, I don't think he's day over 9, took one off the head. And he tried to. I think what Yearwood did. He looks like he's about to cry. I think
he didn't want to hit.
I think what Yearwood tried to do is make amends, but the Red Bull fans were not having it, from what I could see.
Yeah, they were telling him to get the fuck away, dude.
Yeah, but he really looks. In fairness, he really looks broken up for it, and he will be walking away with a red card, and deservingly so.
Yeah,
and it's a straight red. It's not a yellow red. He does have a yellow card, but this is a straight red. He'll be out for the next couple weeks.
He was not trying to injure a kid. It was just he shouldn't have done that.
No means and I'm not doing this because this is kind of my MLS team. He looks like he had a lot of remorse, but I tell you something, the fans in the stands were not having it.
Yeah, they were mad.
They were not having it.
I've seen players do that a lot.
Yeah.
Out of anger.
He climbed about 5 rows in to talk to that family, and they told him to kind of fuck off. One guy put his scarf over his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kid looked.
He tried giving the fan his jersey. Was that what it was? I didn't see him take his shirt off.
Ain't that some shit? That is something else. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Bizarre. I've done that before too. I've kicked the ball after I've done something stupid. I don't think he meant.
Yeah,
to
you
do
get
that,
mad.
man.
I've seen players do that too.
Yeah, but you know what? In fairness, you have to fucking control yourself.
Yeah.
We should be getting a whistle anytime. No, that's the only reason we're still playing this game is because that took. But this after Cordell strikes, this should be over. That should be the match. I know. We're gonna let him play some more. I don't know why they.
I mean, I guess that's the right thing to do.
Blow the fucking whistle, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, but I think they're doing it. Well,
That was
it was bizarre.
That was an anomaly. I've never
bizarre.
seen that before. And you would think at that point the fans would be like ecstatic when he ran up to them or whatever.
Nah, because
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be mad. All right, it was a kid, but like
hit.
me
It's
as an
a
adult
thing.
man,
It was a kid.
I don't know if I'd be that mad if that if the ball hit me in the head that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be that mad.
You
I don't know. Maybe I would.
You know what it
be.
is. You didn't need to happen. That's game, by the way. 2-0.
Yep.
Philadelphia. A game
A red
that,
card.
in my opinion, could have very much been Red Bulls. Not to be. It could have really went away. My man of the match is Blake.
Plenty of chances.
with the big save towards the end. I think Blake played amazing.
Like I said, they still have their playoff spot. I don't think they're too worried.
No, and they go.
Philly has 60 points.
They
They're
go
not
up
going
another
anywhere.
3 points, so now they are 13 points ahead of Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know?
As I said, they're not worried. They haven't been worried.
That's a nice win for them too. You know, you get the third place team.
Yeah.
You go into their territory and you beat them.
Build
That's
momentum,
definitely
man. Keep up winning ways. Get ready for the playoffs. You know what I mean?
big. Absolutely.
You need good mentality for these things.
Ain't that something? Sloppy football though, not super.
Yeah,
entertaining
I really want to watch a replay of that fucking
by
red card,
any
man.
stretch. What's that? I think we might be able to watch it. I don't think we can't watch it on stream or anything. Can we put the audio
This
on?
is where it was. Go back a little bit more.
Yeah, let's go back here. That's when here we go. We'll try to
Let
watch
go
this
of-
over
let's see,
again.
let's see.
We have a player down here, the Union.
So this is when he gets
And he
mad.
fired, and then he
Oh,
fired
there it
and
goes.
stays. There it is. And Yearwood, ref is all over it.
He's getting his card out.
Ref was giving him a yellow. for
Yearwood
unprofessional.
immediately
Yeah.
went in into the stands to take responsibility for it. And then another Red Bull fan.
Oh, she's wearing a Man U shirt.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Another Red Bull fan meets
Maybe that's a
Yearwood.
brother or something.
It meets Yearwood and basically tells him. It almost looks like he said, "Get out."
Yeah, he's telling him
And
fuck
then
off.
he puts the the kid
He threw the-
could not be over than 15 years old, puts the scarf, the Red Bull scarf, over Yearwood's head as a sign of disrespect. Yearwood hands it back. No.
Yeah.
He basically told him to get out.
Yeah, he was trying to give him his jersey. That's what he was trying to do. He's like, I'm sorry, can let me give you his jersey? He said no.
And there's a little boy. Did it hit 2 people? Because I could see.
Oh, look at that kid's got an Inter shirt on. I like that
He
kid.
got an Inter shirt. Well, he's from Jersey, so we have the kid holding his head, but we also have a girl between the ages of 20 and 15. I think that's fair
Yeah,
to
what
say.
what I think
Holding
is
her
likely
mouth-
is it might have
holding
hit her
mouth,
and
so
then
I
bounced.
think I think it deflected off of him and hurt her.
Or one or the other, yeah.
Oh, she's bleeding.
Is she?
And she's swollen. Yeah, and the kid. So this is. That kid's a pussy. I gotta see this again. This is absolutely bizarre.
Bobby, can we sue the New York Red Bulls now?
Yeah, I want to see this again. See if I can get a good view on it.
I thought that. Yeah, useless. That's what it looks like. It looks like he was going like this with his jersey.
It's
Maybe he
one of the
was. I don't know.
strangest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, bizarre.
And the thing is, he took a card. He's earned a yellow. I'm trying to think.
Let me see. right.
It hit exactly what we thought. It hit the kid. He only got skimmed. The young woman seemed to take most of it. He tried to climb it. I don't think Yearwood even realized that the ball struck the child.
Yeah, I don't think he realized either.
So he climbs in. It looks
He ran
like
right up to the girl.
I think the girl took the brunt of the hit. She's being attended to.
Is it? You think that's her brother or her boyfriend doing that?
Yeah, she took the bun. Honestly, I hate to say this, but the 7-year-old, I think he's kind of playing it up a little bit. He's fine now, and he
might have a future in the game, bro.
You know, it's kind of weird. You know, it's kind of sad.
What's that?
This is strange to me. I mean, this is really strange. So, Yearwood does this stupid thing. In frustration, he hits it.
Yeah.
It really goes off that girl. I don't even know if it hit that fucking little white kid. I'm be honest with you. I'm thinking that kid's playing it up. But Yearwood immediately. It might have.
It's very possible it was a deflection. Or maybe he got hit second.
Yeah, I mean, it's secondary. It skimmed it, if anything. I don't know. I think he was looking for attention because when Yearwood first goes in, I'm going to show you something right here. This sounds awful coming from me, but I don't give a fuck. I'm a glory hunter. He's definitely holding his head, but he doesn't look that upset.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And now he's going to freak out. So Yearwood goes in.
Kid, I'm taking your interest shirt back, kid.
Looks like her brother. She took the brunt of it. She took it the side of the head, maybe the mouth, because it looks swollen already.
I seen her go down from far away.
Yeah, and the brother was like, no. Well, I don't know. I think my family would have said, it's not your fault. Shit happens.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be that.
But you know what? He was so stupid to fire it in the stands like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Yearwood doesn't listen to the brother, and Jesus, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And the brother, I'm guessing he's a brother, puts the scarf over Yearwood's head as a sign of disrespect, right?
I guess.
He gives it back to him. Yearwood keeps his cool. He says he's sorry, and the brother's like, just get the fuck out, man. Wow. You know what? I got to be honest.
That's why I kind of think it might be a boyfriend, because why did he do that? I wouldn't do that.
No.
Assuming she's okay.
I was thinking like brother or anything. You know what? I got to be honest with you. What Yearwood did was fucking awful. He owes that girl an apology. You never should do that. Firing a ball. You're a pro soccer player.
Right.
You're firing a ball at 30-40 miles an hour. Not that you could kill anybody. You could definitely mess somebody's day up and definitely maybe break
a nose,
break a bone, send somebody to the hospital. That's some stupid shit. But it does seem weird to me that the Red Bull fan just shoot him away like he was just like a pest in the street. You know?
Yeah,
I mean?
that's what I don't. That's
so
what I
weird,
don't
right?
understand.
That's
like
so
I'll say
weird.
this. Normally, when I see players do that, they won't blast the ball into the stands. I'll just kick it off to the side a little bit out of frustration.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm not saying I could sit there and say Yearwood's a punk, but he really did try to. He has empathy. He knows he made a mistake. He said he was sorry, and the guy put the fucking scarf over his head and was like, "Fuck off, get out, get out of here."
I want somebody to interview that kid and ask him why he was so mad.
Like why he apologized for it. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his girl. You know, it makes more. Now that you say girlfriend, it makes more sense to me.
But that's the only thing. That's the only thing I could think of that would make him react that way.
A lot more sense. You might show up. He had tried giving the fan the jersey. I was wrong. He started the motion of taking off the jersey. Yeah, I think you're right. Useless. It's just.
That's what it looks like. Because when he walked up, he was going like this a little bit with like the neck of his shirt.
Look, he needs a game. I think he deserved the red.
I do too.
I think
because you shouldn't blast the ball into the stands like that for no reason.
I guess if they don't want his apology, then okay.
No, it's fair. No, yeah. I'm not saying you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put it in my perspective. If I'm sitting at an Inter game and that happens, I don't see myself getting that mad.
No.
Like, as long as I'm not unconscious.
I don't know. You know what, though? If you see your sister's head snap back when she hit the soccer ball unnecessarily, and you know that was unnecessary, you might be hot. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. You had a bad day. Just take your time off, work hard in practice, and come back for the playoffs.
That's the thing. When that shit happens, you just kick the ball off to the side. I see players do it all the time. Just a really quick, and even sometimes they get a yellow for it, but they don't blast it into the stands.
I think he was getting yellow either way because he knocked the
Agree.
unit
No.
down.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm just
he's getting
saying.
yellow either way, and then
You don't hit a teenager in the face when you just kick it to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. We all have bad. He got angry, but I honestly think it was an honest mistake. He got angry.
I agree.
Irresponsible, should be punished. But that's a weird. He tries to go in the stands and make amends, and the guy's like, "Fuck you." That's weird.
Yeah,
to me
he
too.
was.
That's weird to me.
He was honest to goodness apologizing. He was saying, "My bad, bro. Like I didn't mean to do that."
So weird. So
It's really weird.
fundamentally not an interesting game. It should have been a bigger game. Like
Yeah.
all things considered, did enjoy watching it though.
I mean, honestly, that was probably the best part of the game.
Isn't that sad?
Sorry, girl who got beamed in the face. It was funny.
Shit happens. Shit happens. I don't know.
It does happen.
We knew we were gonna have a big weekend. We ended up doing more streams this week than.
This is great. I had a
Yeah.
great Saturday.
Well, it's nuts. We had the Marseillais derby, which we skipped for Rangers Celtic, and then of course probably the most fun I had today was your game. We
Yeah, I had fun too.
The big derby, and then we had
We lost and I had fun.
We had so much fun. It was like, you know what? Let's do it again in a couple hours, and decided to do Philly Newark, which is a meaningful game.
Yep.
For for MLS, but
Us Yankees.
yes, it's a meaningful game for us. Fun to watch the game with Batnik. I said that, didn't I?
All right. Now you're taking advantage of being able to say it every
No,
time.
I'm not. I'm getting out of it. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Yeah, keep clapping. Keep clapping. All right. Everybody, we are. Did I say Batnik? Is that crazy?
Oh my god.